His advice is, don't be late to school. From the band, we have Haley Alfred. Haley is being escorted by Darren Alfred, Paulette Alfred, and her sister Megan.
Let's go, Haley!
Vice President of Mu Alpha Theta, reporter for the National Honor Society, in the Leo Club, Spanish Club, varsity tennis, GTAT, Student Council, and UIL current events. Plans to attend the University of Texas at Austin to major in government and become an attorney someday. One of her favorite memories is when I walked into the mall and the guy said hello, and then I said thank you after a band competition her freshman year. And her advice is cherish every moment. Next we have Kali Sendejas, Pantherette, drill team colonel, and in the band, being escorted by Angela and Refugio Sendejas. Member of the Spanish Club, Student Council, the Leo Club, and played varsity tennis for 3 years. Kali's future plans are to marry rich and be set for life. Kali's favorite memories are jamming out on the bus rides on the way to games and competition. Kali's advice for the future is to pimp and never simp. And now we have sisters Jacqueline and Juanita Diaz. They're being escorted by their parents Oscar and Rocio Diaz. Jacqueline is a Pantherette social officer, tennis, National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta, and community leader in the Leo Club. Plans to go to Texas State University and get a bachelor's in science and mathematics for civil engineering. Her favorite memory is all the band and drill team practices. For Juanita, she's second lieutenant of the Pantherettes, captain of the cross-country team, volleyball, basketball, soccer, community leader for Leo Club and Spanish Club. Plans to finish cosmetology classes and then transfer to North Carolina State University and major in education and also run cross-country at the college level. Favorite memory is jumping into the Woodville Lake after the cross-country district meet. Her advice is never wait until senior year to have fun. Also, Mr. Cunningham, you don't have to worry about me being 20 minutes late. Next we have Leonabella Espejo, being escorted by Cheryl and Geraldo. UIL number 16, president of the Leo Club, Spanish Club, Student Council, National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta, Government Today and Tomorrow, plans to pursue a career in the medical field. Favorite memory is when the band finally made it to the finals for area. Next is Avery Kirkwood, being escorted by mother Ashley Gantz. Besides being in band, also in soccer. Plans to go to Tyler Junior College to be a dental hygienist. Favorite memory is going to area and making finals with a band that I love and adore. And it looks like Avery brought some other folks along. Hopefully those little future Panthers will be taking the field one day themselves. Next we have drum major Diego Mares, being escorted by brother Rosie, brother Arturo Jr., and another brother, Alan. Been drum major for 2 years, president of Mu Alpha Theta, vice president of Student Council, was vice president of Leo Club, was vice president of Spanish Club, GTAT, National Honor Society, and one act play. Diego plans to attend Lamar University to pursue a career in music education. Favorite memory is being part of the band through the area finals. And his advice to the members of the band are not to listen to Bodie when he says to run through the show one more time. Next we have Band Major Diana Miranda, being escorted by Juan and Margarita Miranda. Vice President Spanish Club, National Honor Society, Parliamentarian. Leo Club, Mu Alpha Theta, 3 years varsity tennis, GTAT, Student Council, and UIL Calculator. Plans to attend Lamar University to major in music education. Favorite memory is making the finals at area marching contest for the first time since 2008. Next we have Mariana Moreno, being escorted by Miguel and Lucy Moreno. President of the National Honor Society, Leo Club, reporter for the Spanish Club, Student Council, senior editor at the Yearbook, and tennis. Plans to attend the University of Texas at Austin to major in mathematics and education. Her favorite memory is all the people she has met in band. Her advice is live your life. It's yours anyway. Don't try too hard. It's okay to lose. Also, be prepared for Cunningham's long speeches. Next, we have Victoria Nguyen, being escorted by Bang Nguyen, Kim Tran, Samantha Nguyen, and Elaine Nguyen. Activities are band, varsity tennis, UIL, Leo Club, Spanish Club, National Honor Society, Student Council, GTAT, Mu Alpha Theta. Future plans are to obtain a bachelor's degree in radiation therapy to become a radiation therapist. Favorite memory is advancing to finals in band after 12 years. Now we have Jalen Richardson, being escorted by Catherine Richardson and Sterling Richardson. Besides being a member of the band, is also in Spanish Club. Plans to become a successful businessman and game design or a game critic. Favorite memory is going to area and making the finals for the band. I think we're sensing a theme with all of our band members. Next up we have Alonzo Torres, being escorted by Adriana and Leonel Torres. Plans to attend the University of North Texas and major in computer engineering. Favorite memory is seeing the happiness from everyone in the band after qualifying for finals. Advice, do not let anyone tell you what you cannot do. Next up we have Melanie Vargas, being escorted by Leonel Vargas Sr. and Juanita Vargas. National Honor Society, Leo Club, Band, and the Pantherettes drill team. Plans to attend Lamar University and major in psychology to become a psychologist. Favorite memory is bringing Mr. Cunningham and Mr. Contreras kolaches and breakfast every morning. Caitlin Davis from the Color Guard, being escorted by Robert Davis and Chanel Hester, is a member of Mu Alpha Theta, going to college at the University of Houston and studying digital media. Favorite memory, just dance in the Color Guard practice. Advice is don't procrastinate like me. Next we have Dorelius Hernandez, also of the Pantherettes, being escorted by Roberto, her brother. National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta, Spanish Club, Student Council, GTAT, Leo Club, varsity tennis, and one-act play. Plans to attend the University of Houston and go into nursing. Her favorite memory is performing at halftime with her team. Another Pantherette, Britton Noack, being escorted by Mom Casey Noack. Besides Pantherettes is a member of the Spanish Club, cross country, and varsity soccer. In July, after she graduates, she will leave to boot camp for the Marine Corps in South Carolina. Hoorah! Favorite advice would be to try a new sport out of your comfort zone. It could be the best thing that happens. Next we have Natalia Rico, also a Pantherette and a member of the Color Guard, being escorted by Sofia Gomez, Jose Rico, and Alicia Ramirez. Besides the Color Guard drill team, and in the band, also did varsity soccer, cross country, and is a student athletic trainer. Plans to attend the University of Texas in Arlington for biology and then go to medical school. Favorite memory is watching Mrs. Rodriguez trip during the practice. Future advice to band and color guard, watch your step on the band hall stairs. Drill team member Jennifer Way, being escorted by Amanda Way and Chris Way. UIL Poetry Interpretation, Leo Club, Drill Team, National Honor Society, Silver Spurs Writing Club, FFA, and Phi Theta Kappa. Plans to attend either Stephen F. Austin State University or Texas Tech to major in environmental studies and forestry. After college, plans to work for an environmental group or becoming a Texas game warden. Favorite memory, or this is actually the advice, be who you are and not what others want you to be. It's your life, your future. Now we have Shelby Daughtry, your cheer manager, being escorted by Bobby and Melissa Daughtry. Shelby was in varsity cheerleader for 3 years and a cheer manager for 1. Softball going on for 3 years. Golf, band, and the powerlifting team, and is part of the Spanish Club. Plans to attend Sam Houston State University to pursue a degree in kinesiology to become a teacher. Her favorite memory was from her freshman year when Coach Talbot made the newcomers sing karaoke on the bus in order to be on varsity. Canyon Cook, being escorted by Griffey DeLoe and Ryan Cook. Canyon's also involved in Mu Alpha Theta and tennis. Plans to go to college to receive a degree in criminal justice in hopes of becoming a homicide detective. Favorite memory is using the confetti cannons while the boys run out of the Panther Head before the Buena game. Next we have Kaylee Garcia, being escorted by mother DJ and father Sal. Throughout high school, she's participated in basketball, volleyball, track, and the Spanish Club. She's also a member of the National Honor Society and Mu Alpha Theta. Is currently enrolled in Lee College and will graduate with an associate's degree in process technology in May. Next fall, will pursue a degree in criminology at a university yet to be decided. Some of the best memories were playing basketball with Coach Miller and her teammates. Advice is, never let anyone make you feel like you're not good enough. Another cheerleader, Daniela Ortiz, being escorted by Teresa Gasca and Marco Razzo. Involved in Mu Alpha Theta, National Honor Society, Leo Club, and Student Council. Part of the track and tennis teams. Plans to attend college and go into the medical field to become a physician's assistant. Favorite memory was taking first place during the track season. Advice is get comfortable with your pain. Isabella Elise Apsher, the captain of the cheer squad, escorted by her parents Heath and Amanda Apsher. 4 years in volleyball, 4 years basketball, cheerleading 4 years, golf 2, soccer 2, track 2, softball 1 year, student council 3 years, and Spanish club 2 years. Future plans are to attend Kentucky Christian University in the fall, where she has committed to play volleyball for the Knights and will be obtaining a Bachelor of Science degree in nursing. She's also been given the opportunity to be a graduate assistant coach for the Knights while obtaining a Master's of Science in Nursing, family practitioner. Favorite memory would be getting hyped up with the football boys before the run-through. Advice, to find your passion and pursue it. Try not to be too hard on yourselves when you fail or make mistakes. Always trust in God and His timing, and be a Anahuac High School Panther for life. Our student trainer, Angela Rodriguez, being escorted by Andrea and Alfredo Rodriguez. National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta, Government Today and Tomorrow, Leo Club, Spanish Club, Student Council, varsity softball and volleyball. Plans to attend Texas A&M and will be pursuing a bachelor's degree in business management. Favorite memory is when the student athletic trainers played the Student Athletic Trainer Olympics, and Josie slipped and fell in the hallway during the 10-gallon race. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for your football players, wearing number 2, Zion Clark. Being escorted by Talicia Clark and Orlando Clark. Also plays basketball and runs track. Plans to go to college to major in business and play football. Favorite memory was his freshman year during Midnight Madness, watching the coaches have a dance battle with the football team. Next up, number 8, Luke Foster, escorted by Brent and Leslie Foster. Also plays baseball and golf. Plans to attend Sam Houston State University to get a mechanical engineer's degree. Favorite memory was the baseball playoffs last year. Number 9, Adam Galeas. Being escorted by Jennifer and R.J. Galeas. Also plays baseball and golf. Plans to attend Lee College. Favorite memory is going to the second rounds of the playoff for baseball last year. Number 19, DeLeon Lewis. Being escorted by Mom, Nikki Childress. His second mom, Mrs. Hancomer. And big brother, Corinthians Hill. Besides football, plays basketball and runs track. Plans to become a pipe fitter, and after that, he would like to begin a music career. Favorite memory at Anahuac High School is being able to share the love with his teammates. Advice is never take anything for granted. Number 22, Mason Totzer. Being escorted by Jamie Hill. He's also the son of the late Eric Hill and the late Carl Totzer. Plans on playing tennis this spring. His plans are moving to Orlando, Florida next August to attend UTI to learn to work on outboard motors. Favorite memory was coming to practice early to talk with the seniors. Advice, start early, finish late. Number 23, Miles Tinsley, being escorted by Rosalinda Tinsley. Besides football, plays basketball and runs track. Plans on joining the military. Advice is always be grateful what you have. Now we have number 24, Caden Hampton, being escorted by Jennifer and Rusty Hampton. Also plays baseball, basketball, and runs track. Plans to attend Texas University. Favorite memory is working out with teammates, getting ready for football, and working through adversity, and never give up. I guess that's your advice, Paul. Now we have number 27, Christian Sanchez, being escorted by Maria Nieto and Jose Sanchez. Christian has also played soccer all 4 years of high school. Plans to go into mechanical engineering, just hasn't decided what school yet. Favorite athletic memory from football has been making the playoffs for the last 2 years. Hopefully that's going to be 3. Number 55, Jonathan Valencia, being escorted by Luis and Noemi Valencia. Plays soccer in powerlifting and participated in band for 3 years. Plans to attend Oklahoma State University to obtain a law degree. Favorite memory is the scoop and score touchdown on defense against Tarkington. His advice, enjoy every moment because time flies. Now we have number 60, non-found, being escorted by his brother, Ty Found. Runs track and also does powerlifting. His future plans are to become a United States Marine. Favorite memory is running out of the Hammerhead every Friday night. Number 66, Gabriel Solis, being escorted by Father Andrew and Mother Jessica. Plans to graduate. When after graduation here, plans to go to college to get a degree in electrical engineering. Favorite memory is getting to practice and playing with his friends. His advice, your teammates are always going to be like a second family. Respect them. And our last singer tonight, ladies and gentlemen, number 77, Eli Burns, being escorted by Heath and Cherie Burns. Eli also plays varsity basketball. Plans to attend Briarcliff University in Sioux City, Iowa in January on a football scholarship and major in human performance. Now, Eli, you know it gets cold in Iowa. Okay. Favorite athletic memory is working out with Coach Lee and friends during the summer to prepare for college football. Ladies and gentlemen, your seniors for the fall events at Anahuac High School. Let's give them a big round of applause.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kyle White Stadium here as the Wildcats of Kirbyville invade Anahuac today for this District 10 3A matchup as we get closer and closer to the Texas High School football playoffs. And Trent Hart here, joined tonight, special guest Cullen Henneke, 1994 graduate and Anahuac alumni. Cullen, thanks for joining us tonight.
I appreciate you having me, Trent. It's going to be an interesting night for the Panthers versus the Wildcats.
Well, it definitely is. I mean, there's a lot of implications going on tonight. The Anahuac Panthers have secured their playoff spot, and the absolute worst finish they can do is fourth place. They're sitting in third place currently as it stands. And, Kirbyville's going to be hungry. They're going to be looking to try and upset Anahuac here tonight. Anahuac, one of the highest scoring teams in the area, Cullen, and, they're still in the playoff hunt. Between them and Buna, they could still win out and make that playoff, so they're not going to come in here and lay down.
Yes, you're right about that, but the one thing the Panthers need to do early and often, and they need to establish the running game with the two-headed monster, Sanchez and Corbett. Go ahead and establish that running game. Get Marcus Curiel, number 5, the quarterback for the Panthers. Get him involved early with a couple short pass games. And for our offensive line, kind of clean up on the penalties. I noticed last week in the second half, we came out flat against Buna. We came out with a safety in the second half.
Well, that's right. I mean, but it all starts with that offensive front for the Anahuac Panthers. You mentioned the two-headed monster in Sanchez and in Corbett, but that offensive line has been getting better week in and week out. We've seen it, especially last week in the first half. The Panthers came out swinging, scored on the very first kickoff and returned it. Corbett did, and but that offensive line, I mean, they have been getting better. And as far as the penalties go, like you mentioned, they have to limit that, especially when we get so close to the playoffs. Alex and I have talked about it, time and time again. You cannot make mistakes and get a bunch of penalty yards, and if you do that, you can't win playoff football games.
Yes, you're correct about that. But one of the things that I failed to mention about last week is we were missing our starting center, Dalton Hendricks. He was out with a stomach bug, and so we had to move Big Jonathan Cooper to center, so it kind of flip-flopped our offensive line, and they looked a little out of sync in the second half. So hopefully with Hendricks back tonight, we'll get back to the two-headed monsters running behind that big offensive line.
Well, getting him back on the offensive line and on the defense is going to be a huge plus for the Anahuac Panthers. Speaking of the defense, they played relatively well, holding Buna to 12 points last week. A breakout performance for freshman Quandre Coates, Cullen.
Yes.
Had a fumble. It was a knockout. It was kind of a fumble, but it looked like an interception looking back at the tape. But he was able to come up with it, get it close to the goal line, which set up a Panther score, and then getting the safety in the second half. So, I mean, what a big plus to add a defensive end for the Panther defense.
Yes, you're correct. I mean, you mentioned it. He's only a freshman, so I think he played maybe 2 JV games. So before that, he was playing 8th grade. So
right.
You're coming from 8th grade to varsity. You're playing against 17, 18-year-old kids, and you're 14. So it's going to be a big adjustment. It's a lot more mental than it is physical and talent. You got to know your position, know your role, and I think each week he's getting better at that.
He definitely is. And speaking of the playoffs, we're going to look at the current standings as they sit this week in District 10 3A. Woodville and East Chambers, of course, playing tonight, but they are both 4-0 in district play. Anahuac sitting in third place, 3-1. Their only loss coming from East Chambers a couple of weeks ago. And then you've got Buna 2-3, who Anahuac beat last week. But as you can see, Kirbyville sitting in 5th currently. And they're going to be fighting Buna for that coveted 4th spot to sneak into the playoffs. And like I mentioned earlier, they're going to come in here wanting to fight. They're wanting to get this win tonight and the win against Buna next week so that they can try to get in to the Texas High School playoffs. So, I mean, the Panthers are going to have their hands full here tonight. Looking at the playoff picture, if the season were to end tonight, Cullen, right now Anahuac would be playing Diboll. And you can see it in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen.
Right.
And you can see where the rest of our district would end up currently. Now, that's definitely going to change in the next couple weeks.
Yes, it may change after tonight with the outcome of the Woodville East Chambers game. That's going to be a game to watch. on the ticker here throughout the game tonight. I think we're all pulling for Woodville on this one, but,
Right.
there's got to be some wins and losses and some points scored. So we won't know. We just got to worry about tonight's game, put it in the books, and then we can move forward after that.
Well, they got to definitely take care of business here tonight. And that is a game that we're going to be watching very, very closely, is the game just a few miles down the road where Woodville comes to Winnie. Very pivotal game for this district and deciding who's going to probably be the district champion. Some scenarios that could happen if Anahuac were to pull off the win tonight and Woodville were to beat East Chambers next week would be the district championship game.
You are correct on that, but like I said earlier, we need to focus on Kirbyville, and we need to get ahead fast and early and put them away, before halftime.
And talking about Kirbyville, I mean, they played Woodville very, very close. Woodville only inching by them 7-0 a couple of weeks ago. So, like you said, taking care of business here tonight, making sure that you contain Kirbyville's run game and their quarterback, of course. And, just play Anahuac Panther football as we've seen it so far this season. Putting up the big numbers, putting it up early, shutting them down early so that they can, control the clock throughout the game and throughout the second half. And if they do that and limit the penalties and limit the mistakes, they'll come out here with a victory tonight.
Yes, you're correct about that. I think the key to success tonight is our defense has played fairly well over the last couple of weeks. I think there's one key player, the player to watch in my mind is Kai Teal. He has been, for the last 3 or 4 games, he's been a playmaker. And there's something about this young man is he hasn't played football in 3 years, and he decided to come out his junior year, and he sure has established himself as a good outside linebacker for the Panther defense.
He certainly has, and, not to mention that Caden Hampton has come in a big way this season.
Oh, yeah.
Getting into the backfield often, making big plays, and, the defense has been impressive so far this year, and they're going to have to continue that kind of success if they want to win their first playoff game since 2010. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have the national anthem, the coin toss, and be sure to let everybody know that we are live this week. Shout out to Alex Aldrum, who is unable to be with us tonight, but we're going to handle this as best as possible often and giving you updates of the Houston-Atlanta game, of course. And we'll be back here shortly right after this on Anahuac Sports Live. Anahuac Sports Live is brought to you in part by Hillary Auto, insurance agent with Texas Farm Bureau, Porter's Wild Game Processing and Alligator Farm, Title Services Incorporated, Anahuac National Bank, member FDIC, Chambers County Abstract Company, Third Coast Integrated Martial Arts, Turn 2 Specialty Companies, and Wilcox Drug Store in Anahuac. And as both teams are now on the field, we'll get ready for the national anthem. Played by the award-winning Pride of Anahuac Marching Band. So another great rendition of our national anthem played by the Pride of Anahuac Marching Band. And we want to say congratulations to the marching band who just got back from the finals of the area marching contest. As we get set for the coin toss, captains for the Panthers, number 2, Zion Clark, number 9, Luke Foster, number 27, Christian Sanchez, and number 77, Eli Burns.
Eli Burns, a.k.a. Big Juice.
And captains for the Kirbyville Wildcats. Looks like number 80, Stephen Carell, number 55, Albert Cartagena. And looking for that last number, can't quite see.
75, I believe.
75, Carter Russell. So we'll see if Anahuac can keep their receiving streak alive. It was 9 consecutive weeks, Cullen, that they were able to receive the opening kickoff. Kirbyville wins the toss. They're going to decline or defer. And the Panthers are going to receive the ball for the 10th week in a row.
Like I said, Trent, we need to get started early and fast. So Coach Neese is an offensive-minded coach, so he wants the football and he wants to go ahead and try to establish the run real quick right here. So.
Well, he definitely is. He's going to want to try and get plays off as quickly as possible. We have seen it multiple times throughout the season so far. And he's definitely probably going to keep the ball on the ground as much as possible to control the game clock and go at Anahuac's pace.
That is true, but one thing about offensive-minded coaches, they like to script at least 10 to 12 plays for the first possession. So we may see a little razzle-dazzle on the first series.
That we might. And there was a couple times last week that he took some chances, especially the week before, going for the two-point conversions more often than not.
Yes, and being successful doing that as well.
Yep.
The return team does need to be leery of the onside kick, especially a team like Kirbyville. We got one win on the season. You know, they want to try to establish something early, so they may go for the onside kick. So hopefully we're aware of that.
Want to thank Turn 2 Specialty Companies for sponsoring the pregame show, short as it may, as it is senior night here in Anahuac. I can't get the number of the kicker for the Kirbyville Wildcats, but it is away. Little pooch kick going to be fielded at the 35 by Sanchez. Sanchez trying to make some moves, finding some room to run. He's running into white jerseys and just across the 40-yard line. Maybe got about 6 yards on the return.
I'll tell you what, we'll take that. Where are we at, the 42?
Yep, at the 42-yard line. Let me try and get my scoreboard going here so that everybody's not. There we go. So first down and 10 from the Panther 42. Curiel under center, 2 wide. Sanchez, that's Sanchez, the lone back. They're going to pass it right out of the gate. Passes to number 11. And that's Robert Bailey for a huge gain and got the first down and then some into Wildcat territory. Brought down at the 35-yard line.
Well, so much for that starting off with the running game. A little quick out to Bailey, and he gets about 16, 17 yards out of it.
Now quickly back to the line. 2 backs this time. Curiel coming under center. Snap is back. Going to hand it to Sanchez. Sanchez looking for it up the middle. Doesn't get much, maybe 2. And that'll bring up second down and 8. Anahuac in their black jerseys tonight, gold numbers and lettering, and pulling out the white pants for the first time this season, or at least from what I can recall.
It's pretty
And
good look for the Panthers there, Trent.
Yeah, and Kirbyville, of course, in their all-white jerseys and pants, black helmets. Pitch to Sanchez. Sanchez looking for room to the near side. Runs into a couple and gets away. He's into the 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Christian Sanchez, and the Anahuac Panthers strike early.
That was a good, hard, tough run for Sanchez. It looked like he was going to be tackled there for a loss, but he kept his feet, made a little spin move, and took it to the house.
That he did.
And now he gets to kick.
And he's definitely a good kicker as well. We've seen it multiple times as the swing gate formation. They're going to come back to the line and go for 2. Sanchez with it, going to hand it to Corbett. Corbett cutting it upfield inside, and the 2-point conversion is good.
Looked like a little double wing action there, Trent. A little deceptive play. I didn't see who had the ball, I know that.
So with 10:50 left here in the first quarter, the Panthers strike first, 8-0 over the Kirbyville Wildcats. We'll be back here shortly on Anahuac Sports Live.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, no matter what you nurture or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
So with a drive that started at the Anahuac 42-yard line, they march all the way downfield, and it was Sanchez most of the way punching it in to get the touchdown and the go-ahead for Anahuac. Sanchez has got it teed up at the 40. It is away, good kick, fielded at the 10. Brought out to about the 22, and that's where they're going to give him. Still waiting for him. Yep, they're giving forward progress to the 22. And that was number 4 on the kickoff return for Kirbyville, Chase Young. So 1st and 10 from the 22 of Kirbyville is where they'll start their first possession of the football game.
Okay, this is where we have to solidify and get us a 3 and out here. Look at number 32 and 24, our bookends, and number 21, Kai Teal. 3 playmakers right there.
Number 12, Braden Mahathey, and there's a flag before the ball is even snapped. False start called against Kirbyville, going to be 5 yards and 1st and 15. Not a good way to start for the Wildcats, I'm sure, as they were counting on getting something going here on the first play. So Mahathey in the shotgun. 3 wide. Hands off up the middle, and he's met immediately
Cooper.
by number 72, Jonathan Cooper.
Jonathan Cooper, junior, number 72. We call him AKA the Big Hurt. He's our offensive guard, but he's also our defensive tackle, and he just stopped the middle right there.
So same formation for Mahathey. Gonna pitch it, looking to the far side. Cutting it upfield. He's got some speed, Cullen. And that's Gage Harper, the senior, I believe. Kind of hard to see the numbers. That's actually number 9, Talon Alfred, the junior running back.
Yeah. Well, it looks like on that play right there, we got sucked in on the outside. They got outside containment, so they're able to get the corner. So he was able to get a pretty good 6-7 yards on that carry.
So best gain of Kirbyville thus far. Mahathey with 2 wide this time, sending his man in motion. Snap is back, gonna pitch it. Looking to the near side this time, same kind of play, but here to the opposite side. And that was number 9, Alfred, on the carry again. And that will move the chains. First down, Kirbyville.
Yeah, it looks like they ran the same play, the opposite side, outside contained. We didn't get the outer edge. It looked like a hold, but it was a pretty good game by Kirbyville.
Well, the hold calls, I mean, especially after last week, shouldn't expect them at this point.
Right.
So 1st and 10 from the Kirbyville 47. Mahathey. Snap back, handoff up the middle to Alfred. Met quickly by a couple of black jerseys. I think number 33, Dello, got there to him first, but not after a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, number 33, freshman, met him at the hole. Looks like they got a gain of 2 on that one.
So 2nd down and 7 at midfield. Mahathey with the ball. Going to keep it himself, rolling right. Cuts up the middle, got a blocker. 1 man to beat and drugged down inside Panther territory at the 32.
Yes, number 21, Kai Till for the defense. Pretty much got grabbed and slung to the ground on that play right there. Once again, another missed call for the Panther defense.
Well, the Panther defense is definitely going to have to do a better job of containing this run game. But nonetheless, Kirbyville able to move the chains. Shotgun formation once again. 2 to the near side. Mahathey going to keep it himself. Going to the far side. Met quickly. And I think that was Luke Foster on the drag down.
That was a better job for the Panther defense getting that outside containment. You need to try to get on their outside shoulder and push them back towards the pursuit of the defense. They did a little better job on that one.
So clock continuing to run, approaching 8 minutes left in the first quarter. 8-0 Anahuac as it sits currently on the Wilcox Drugstore scoreboard. It's kind of a mouthful.
Yes. Look for a play action pass right here.
And he does hand it off up the middle and pushes the pile forward. And he's going to gain 5, I think, on that. And he will, so it'll be 3rd down and 3 for the Wildcats.
Looks like the Panthers are getting a little winded right now here early on in the first quarter.
Well, when you hand the ball off that many times, it'll definitely wear you out quick. So 1 receiver here to the near side. Mahathey going to keep it himself again. This time met in the backfield, but he was able to fall forward for a gain of maybe 2. Short of the first down, 4th and 1 coming, and it's a big 4th and 1 this early in the ball game.
It was like 21 Kyle came up there. He shows no fear when he's out on that field. He's not the biggest guy on the field, but when he comes to tackling, you think he's 6'4", 230. Nice top.
So 4th and 1 from the Anahuac 23. As Mahathey's got it, going to pitch it to Alfred. Almost caught and upended behind the line of scrimmage, and a huge play there by the Anahuac Panther defense.
That was an incredible stop by the Panther defense. Now we can get rolling on offense again, Trent.
So turnover on downs. And I didn't see who got into the backfield. Cullen, did you?
It looked to be number 8.
Okay, Luke Foster getting into that action. Actually, being told number 1, that was KJ Moore making the stop and the turnover on downs for the Panthers. So Curiel, 2 wide, going to keep it himself. That's actually Corbett. I need to be watching my screen instead of trying to watch out the window. So Corbett kept it himself. Gain of 4, looks like.
I believe that's Corbett's first carry of the night.
Yes, it is. First time we've had to say his name so far.
Yeah. They need to get him going as well.
He actually gained 5 on it, 2nd down and 5. As Curiel is going to give it to Sanchez. Sanchez going to air it out, looking for Clark. Clark had to dive and come back for it. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, it looked like that play call didn't fool the defense. I think they read it. They dropped back, and they were able to cover it.
Well, as soon as Sanchez set his feet and wasn't coming forward like he was going to run the ball, he definitely knew what was going on. So as you see in the bottom left-hand corner, we are keeping track of the Houston-Atlanta Game 3 of the World Series, middle of the 2nd. As the ball is handed to Sanchez. Sanchez coming up the middle, makes another man miss, across midfield, and brought down right around the Kirbyville 47. Moves the chains, and another big game for Sanchez.
Yes, very big game, but you should have seen the very big hole that he got to run through. Offensive line seems to be gelling early.
Panthers quickly back to the line. Curiel under center, 2 backs. Going to Corbett this time. Corbett falling forward for 4.
Yeah, they tend to like to run it at that right side when you got Big Juice and Big Hurt right there at the guard and tackle spot. Adam Galeas, he's a really good blocker at the end.
Corbett in motion. Curiel rolling to his left, looking to pass. Lets it go, looking for Clark, and overthrown. Falling to the turf, incomplete, 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the offensive coordinator's trying to establish something in the passing game down the field early. I still feel like we need to be running the ball and going behind the number 77, number 72 on the right side of the ball.
So Curiel giving it to Clark. Clark looking for the near side. Hit at the knees and falls across the 40. That'll be a gain of 2.5. Judging where the sideline judge is standing.
I believe we're in 4-down territory, Trent.
Definitely gonna go for it here if I know Nice. So 4th down and 4. As the Anahuac Panthers will keep the offense on the field. Curiel with the snap. Gonna hand it off. Number 19 looking for the far side. Cut in the corner. And that was DeLeon Lewis. Or is it DeLeon?
I believe it's DeLeon, Trent, but that was a good play call. A little misdirection. He was able to get just enough for the 1st down.
And the chain gang will move again. Fresh set of downs for the Anahuac offense. So Bailey here to the near side. Clark to the far. Going to pitch it to Corbett. Corbett looking for some room to run. Doesn't have any, and he may have gained one.
Back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
So it actually didn't even give him one. It's 2nd down and 10 now.
Thinking they may want to go back to the right side again. Try that.
So Curio with the play call. Bailey to the far side now. 2 backs, Corbett and Sanchez. Curio goes to Sanchez. Sanchez looking for a block. Had it, but Kirbyville defender, number 14, got to him first.
Well, one thing I've been noticing, number 77, Big Juice, he's been laying that guy out every time. They just need to keep running it to the right. I think it's going to work.
Now it's actually number 34, Devin St. Cyr, in on the tackle for Kirbyville. So 3rd and 6. Going to give it to Corbett. Corbett's got the first down, falling forward. And we'll get it down to the 21-yard line of the Wildcats.
That was a really good block by Sanchez. He just got the guy enough just to give a little bit of a seam to Corbett, and he was able to get it the first down.
So quickly,
I smell a pass.
Sanchez the lone back. Gonna fake it to him. Curio looking to pass. Gets Clark. Clark is inside the 10. Lowers his shoulder. Dives for the end zone. Touchdown, Anahuac.
It looked like you dove about 5 yards on that play, Trent.
Yeah, he did.
It's a great play call. Let's see if they kick it this time, Trent.
I'm through trying to guess what Coach Neese is going to do.
Oh.
So swinging gate again, and Corbett's under center this time, giving it to Sanchez. Sanchez lowers his shoulder in for 2, and Anahuac, on their 2nd possession of the football game, gets another touchdown, and it is 16-0 on the Wilcox Drugstore scoreboard. I shouldn't have made it such a tongue tire there, I think. But 2:26 remaining in the first quarter. We'll be back here shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Let everybody know that we are live. If you're watching from Kirbyville, welcome to the broadcast. And please spread the word on y'all's community pages. Our link is posted on our Facebook page, AnahuacSportsLive. Back after this. This is Trent Hart. Custom Processing, professional guided hunts, hide tanning, and gator merchandise. Porter's Processing and Alligator Farm offers a personal experience like no other. Locally owned and operated in Anahuac, Texas since 1987, Porter's has been Southeast Texas' premier choice for any hunting adventure need. Now offering full-service processing of gator, deer, beef, hogs, and other wild game. Make Porter's Processing this hunting season's one-stop shop. Visit them today at portersprocessing.com or call 409-267-8413. And again, ladies and gentlemen, Anahuac Panther football has secured their spot in the bi-district playoffs. No matter what happens from here on out, so if you want to donate to Anahuac Sports Live to help pay the UIL broadcast fee, please do so, as Sanchez gets the kickoff, bounces, fielded at the 15, and a little bit of room to run, but diving forward across the 30 to the Wildcat 33 was number 6. Actually, 4?
4, Presley Mouton.
Okay, Presley Mouton.
Let's see if the defensive coordinator made some adjustments for this next series against the Wildcats of Kirbyville.
Well, the Kirbyville Wildcats having, success on that first possession, getting the ball downfield, using their run game. Mainly using, number 9, Talon Alfred.
Looks like they like to run this read option, which if we can contain the outside, I think we'll be okay.
Mahathey, pistol formation this time. One wide. Pitches it to Alfred.
And it looks Looks like we made some adjustments there, Trent. I saw a host of Panthers on that one.
So it doesn't look like they actually lost one. So 2nd down and 11. Still scoreless in Atlanta. The World Series game 3. Watching that Woodville East Chambers game, and it looks like East Chambers is off to an early lead.
Looks like we may see a pass play right here, Trent. Pass play or jet sweep.
So 4 wide. Mahathey in the shotgun. Fakes it to his right. Little flat pass to number 4. And the Panther defense able to get to him quickly, but nonetheless, a gain of about 8. Actually 7. And it'll be 3rd down and 5. And that was Chase Young on the little flat pass here on the near side. One minute to go here in the first quarter.
All right. Look for something up the middle right here, Trent. If not, it's going to be the read option pitch.
He's going to set it, and it's sacked.
There he is. Number 21, Kai Tilley.
So Chase Young brought down in the backfield by Kai Till. A big loss, and the Wildcats will have to punt it away.
Yeah, it seems like Kai Till's been zooming in there for the last 3 or 4 games. And once he wraps a hold of them, he's bringing them down.
So 4th and 12. Braden Bush back to punt it away for the Wildcats. And back deep for the Panthers is number 1, KJ Moore.
Keep an eye on 32 right here. The defense.
Punt is away. It's a high one, but it is short. It isn't even going to get to midfield. Falls at the 45, but takes a Wildcat bounce and rolls back a little bit. The Panthers will take over at the Wildcat 48.
Taking on that play right there, 32, Quandre Coates. If he would have put his hands up, maybe he would have got something on the ball.
So definitely great field position as we have ended the first quarter of play. And after that, it is Anahuac currently 16-0 over Kirbyville. We're going to take another quick break, and we'll be back right after this. Building a new home? Does your driveway need that long overdue facelift? Or are you just looking to finally get your lot cleared and ready to build something great? Look no further and trust the locally owned and operated professionals at Title Services Incorporated. No need to hire multiple contractors. Title Services does all phases of residential and commercial land clearing, house pads, ponds, dirt and rock delivery, and demolition. Call for a free estimate, 409-267-1057, or visit them on Facebook at Title Services, Inc. Anahuac Sports Live is brought to you in part by Hillary Auto, insurance agent with Texas Farm Bureau, Porter's Wild Game Processing and Alligator Farm, Title Services Incorporated, Anahuac National Bank, member FDIC, Chambers County Abstract Company, Third Coast Integrated Martial Arts, Turn 2 Specialty Companies, and Wilcox Drug Store in Anahuac. So Trent Hart, Cullen Henneke, and Blake Ferguson back with you for the second quarter as the Anahuac Panthers start their third possession on the Kirbyville 48. Curiel fakes the pitch.
Good play.
Looking for Corbett. Corbett's got it. He's across the 40 and into just across the Kirbyville 35. We'll move the chains. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the 34.
That was a really good play call. One good thing about Landon Corbin, not only is he a good, hard, strong runner, he's also got some of the best hands on the team as well.
Just an all-around great football player. As Curio comes back to the far side, going to pitch to Corbett. Corbett looking for room here on the near side, across the 30, and out of bounds at the 25. Looks like a gain of 4.
good job by the offensive line, still in that corner, helping Corbett get to the sidelines to pick up the first down. Or wait, short, 8 yards.
It's actually 2nd down and 1. The near side judge was in the wrong spot. So Sanchez this time up the gut, and it moves the chains, and now into the red zone. As Sanchez looks like a man on a mission tonight.
I tell you what, but those boys up front are making some holes for him.
They're definitely pushing. So Sanchez and Corbett the split backs. Curiel going to fake it to Corbett, gives it to Sanchez. That'll bring it inside the 5. 2nd down and goal.
Looking to maybe see like a rollout pass right here, Trent, maybe a bootleg.
Yep, to the corner. I've seen him do it before. But gives it to Corbett. Corbett turns it upfield and into the end zone. Touchdown, Anahuac.
That looked too easy, that possession there, Trent.
Well, when you get excellent field position off of a short punt, there's no reason why it shouldn't look easy. As we'll see if they'll try to go for 2 again. I see the T out there, but they're going to do a swinging gate.
Might as well.
Direct snap to Corbett. Corbett looking for the corner of the end zone and batted away as it was intended for number 2, Zion Clark. But nonetheless, with 11:05 remaining in the first half, it is Kirbyville 0, Anahuac 22. Back here shortly. You've heard about shopping local. How about banking local? Since 1976, Anahuac National Bank is the only locally owned and operated bank in Chambers County. We know you see Anahuac National Bank folks out in the community supporting our schools, veterans, and nonprofits. Why not bank where you live? These experienced banking professionals understand local businesses and the housing market. Visit online today at anbank.net, member FDIC, equal housing lender. So 5 plays, 48 yards for the Anahuac Panthers on that last drive. Sanchez pooch kicking it this time, filled it at the 30 by Kirbyville. And that's number 6, Kirsten Dana, and brings it out to the 35.
22 Tots on the tackle.
Mason Tots making the stop for the Anahuac special teams.
Looks like the Panthers came to play tonight, Trent. 22 points in 14 minutes. It's not bad.
We know they came out last week real hot and heavy, and then they went into the locker room, got kind of flat-footed in the second half. But let's hope they keep the intensity moving here forward.
You're right about that.
Mahathey gives it to Alfred. Alfred barreling his way, bumping into all kinds of defenders. And it looks like Hampton in on the tackle, as well as a host of black jerseys.
That's what you like to see, is a lot of black jerseys on the ball carrier.
So a hard-fought 3 yards there by Alfred. He's a hard runner, that's for sure.
That was a generous spot there for Kirbyville. Looks like we may have a pass play coming up, Trent.
So 2 wide, Mahathey in the gun. Snap is back. Gonna fake the handoff, keep it himself, come up the middle, and gonna gain maybe another 2 or 3.
Looks like Hampton on the play again. Looks like he's feeling healthy tonight.
So they gave him 3, and it'll be 3rd down and 4. Again, I appreciate everybody joining us tonight. I know that it is easier to probably watch the World Series game But we appreciate every single one of you. And you don't have to go watch the World Series game. You keep it right here and watch it in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. So Mahathey with the ball again, fakes it to Alfred, rolling to his right, dumps it underneath, and it falls incomplete, intended for number 2, Josiah Boyd, the senior tight end.
Yeah, it looked like number 32, Quandre Coates, is adding the pressure. He's about 6'4", 6'5", 230. All he has to do is stand in front of him. It makes it difficult for the quarterback to see the receiver.
Well, and he's been about 6'4" since he was in 6th grade.
Yeah, I know. And he's just a freshman, ladies and gentlemen.
So the Wildcats are going to have to punt it away again. Punt is up much better this time than the first punt, as Zion Clark is going to have to get away from it, takes a Kirbyville bounce, and the Panthers are going to have to start it inside their own 15.
I'm anxious to see what the Panthers are going to roll out this series. What do you think? Some screen passes, some deep passes, or just going to settle with the run?
Well, the handoffs to Sanchez have been working so far, so I don't see him going from anything but that. They might try to mix it up a little bit here and go with a little bit of a screen pass up the middle. We've seen that a few times and be very successful for the Panther offense.
Yeah. But then again, you don't want to show your cards.
Well, this close to the playoffs, don't want to give away all the secrets.
Right. It looks like the freshman DeLeo, number 33, is checked in. Anxious to see if they'll give him the ball in this series.
So Curio with Bailey here to the near side, gives it to Sanchez. Sanchez got a little hole, and he's got the first down and a few more still on his feet. Falls just past the 25 at the 26.
Trent, I just had to say one thing. Number 77, Eli Burns, is just pancaking number 21 of the defense almost every play.
Well, just recently committed is Eli Burns. And I believe there's a few other commitments that have come this week, or rumors of commitments.
Right. There's the pass.
So this time Corbett is under center. Corbett's going to roll to his left, keeping it in himself, and actually going to gain 3 as he gets it to the 30.
It's always nice when a play is broken and you gain positive yardage.
Well, they actually gave him 4, 2nd down and 6 now. Another generous spot. As Neese is going to keep Corbett in at the quarterback position. Corbett played most of last year at quarterback, as he'll be in the gun, 3 wide. Snap is back. Corbett's going to fake it up the middle, keep it himself, and gain maybe another 2. Not much doing on that play.
No, not at all. I'm just curious if there's maybe something wrong with number 5, Curio, or they're just trying a different formation.
Well, I'm sure they're trying to mix things up here, but Corbett is going to stay in. And there comes Curio off the sideline.
That answers my question. You got Marcus Curio. He's a sophomore quarterback. Got the nod. Second game of the season. Been starting since. Doing a really good job of controlling the ball on the offense.
Snap is back. Fake up the middle. Curio is going to air it out. There's all kinds of contact, but no flags, and that's kind of surprising. But looks like this referee crew is going to let the boys play. Bring up 4th down and the punting unit.
Yeah, that's questionable, but it is 22-0, so maybe they're not going to call some of those.
Well, I'll tell you what, you like seeing that the refs letting the boys play a little bit, especially in the secondary, trying to make plays on the football. Never like to see a game with flags all over the place.
You're right about that.
So Sanchez gets the punt off kind of low, fielded at the 30, as number 4, Chase Young, makes a couple of moves. Oh, and hit hard.
It's like Mason Totzer.
By Mason Totzer. But able to get 11 yards on that punt return.
Yeah, it looked like we had about 3 Panthers trying to do arm tackles up high. You can't do that. You got to get them around the waist or around the legs to bring them down.
We'll go back to that hit by Totzer on the Anahuac National Bank replay. You see, fielded
arm tackle, and boom.
And hit very hard at the 40 by Totzer.
Yeah.
So first down.
Definitely remember 22.
First down and 10. Mahathey gives it to Alfred. Alfred is met quickly at the line, but breaks loose, and he's across midfield. Only one man to beat, and he's probably taking it to the house. Touchdown, Kirbyville. Well, Cullen, I mean, he was swallowed up at the line, just didn't wrap the defense just didn't wrap him up, and able to get away. Great play by Kirbyville and Alfred, and definitely got some speed if he gets into open territory.
Yeah, and he's a good-sized kid. He's got deceptive speed, I guess. The guys must have not thought he was as fast as he was.
So Kirbyville lining up for the PAT. Checking their personnel in. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and it is good. So with 6:41 remaining in the first half of play, it is the Kirbyville Wildcats 7, the Anahuac Panthers 22. Back here shortly on Anahuac Sports Live. Since 1948, Wilcox Drug Store has been the Anahuac area's most experienced and trusted pharmacy. Continuing its long-lasting reputation for personal attention to all your medical needs, Wilcox Drug Store offers counsel, refills, transfers, compounding, flu shots, and delivery. Visit pharmacist Dave Wilcox and his experienced staff today at 1208 Miller Street in Anahuac or call 409-267-6141. Wilcox Drug Store, delivering solutions, delivering confidence. So 60 yards, the Kirbyville Wildcats able to put together a scoring drive there, which makes it now 22-7 Anahuac, as Alfred able to get a huge touchdown play for the Wildcats.
And this is a good opportunity for the Wildcats to maybe onside kick it, so the Panthers need to be on alert.
Ibarra got it teed up on his 40, and it looks like they might be trying to go for the onside kick, judging by the formation. And it is on the ground, but too far, as number 22 for the Panthers, Mason Totzer, able to field it and get a great return, almost to New. Oh, that was actually Pocket Hercules.
Yeah.
Maybe I need some glasses. But number 20, Brooks Henneke on the kickoff return for the Panthers. Gets it to the Panther 48. Great field position for the Panthers' fourth possession.
Yeah, I'm a little partial to number 20 there, Trent.
I would think so. So Curio back in the game at quarterback. 2 wide, Sanchez the lone back. Actually, that's Corbett. He hands it to him, gets it up the gut, and Corbett is met immediately. No gain for the Panthers. Second down and 10.
Trent, it looks like there's a little bit of confusion by the center and the left guard. Looks like one went to block the one way and one went to block the other way, but they didn't block anybody.
Well, the white jerseys got through there really quick and swallowed Corbett up. So second and 10 from the Anahuac 48.
Looks like Christian's got the hot hand tonight. Feed him the ball a little bit more.
So Sanchez and Corbett in the backfield, fake to him, but that is a quarterback sack and a huge loss, as Curio had nowhere to go with it.
Looked like the defensive end got on number 75, Mayon, kind of got on his outside shoulder and was able to push him in and get quarterback's face on out.
Looks like 3rd and 21 now is what the Anahuac Panthers will be faced with.
This is a perfect time for that screen pass, Trent.
And we talked about that earlier. 2 wide. Bailey and Zion gonna fake it and hand it off to Corbett up the middle. He's got some green. Cross midfield to the 40. Stumbles, stays on his feet and out of bounds at the 33. Moves the chains, and a huge gain there by Corbett.
Who needs a screen pass when you got number 7 on your team?
Absolutely, his biggest gain of the night, as he's been keyed in on. And who can blame him that last week in Buna he was keyed on as well and didn't have as big of a game as he normally does. But with that gain,
Looks like we got flags.
and we've got flags, and it's going against the Panthers.
Coach Neese is livid right now.
So-
He's giving that referee an earful.
So instead of 3rd and 21, I didn't see what the call was.
It's holding Anahuac.
Holding Anahuac. So it's in 3rd and 21. It is going to be,
Looks like a spot foul.
yeah. So 26, I believe.
It appears that they called the
23.
holding on the opposite side of the field of where the play was, Trent.
So 3rd down and Liberty, as Curio will check out. Corbett will check in at quarterback, showing shotgun formation, but they're going to huddle it back up.
Curio's back in.
So a little conversation on the near sideline.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Neese needed a little clarification from the head referee. Probably not too happy about it.
3rd and 23. Curio back in under center. Split backs. Looks to his right. Now passes it to Bailey. Little hook and ladder play to Sanchez. He's got plenty of room. He's in cross midfield. 20, 15, and hit at the 10.
I believe there's no flags on the play, Trent.
So probably the 3rd time I've seen the hook and ladder play this season. Twice by the varsity squad and once by the 7th grade squad. No, actually the 8th grade squad a few weeks ago.
Yes, why not? A little razzle-dazzle early in the game.
So Clark to the near side. Handoff up the middle. Sanchez. Sanchez, ooh, and he falls just short of the goal line at the 1. And he'll bring up 2nd down and goal.
It's a nice job of blocking by number 50, Dalton Hendricks. He's a sophomore, by the way, Trent.
Handoff up the middle to Sanchez. He will punch it in, and that is another Anahuac Panther touchdown.
Exactly. Run behind Big Juice, and you'll get in the end zone, I promise you.
So another 2-point play here, Cullen?
I think so. I think they're going to throw a little pass to number 44, Garrett Dye, in the corner of the end zone.
So swinging gate again, but this time they're going to line them all up. And they're going to put Sanchez back there. Hold is down. Kick is up, through, and true. And with 4:23 remaining here in the first half of play, it is the Anahuac Panthers 29, the Kirbyville Wildcats 7. We'll be back here shortly on Anahuac Sports Live. And again, ladies and gentlemen, the Anahuac Panthers have secured their by-district playoff berth. And if you would donate to Anahuac Sports Live, all donations will go to help pay the UIL broadcast fee. And you can scan any of the QR codes on your screen or visit us on Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal. All of the links are available in the description below, and all of your donations are very much appreciated. Don't forget to put in your shout out or your message, and we'll announce it live right here on the air.
Could be a pooch kick right here.
And not as big a kick as Sanchez is used to, but it'll drop, and they're just going to have to fall on it at the Kirbyville 25.
And the kick by Sanchez is down at the 25-yard line. That's where the Wildcats will start up first and 10. Mark it 26.
So, Cullen, so far here in the first half, the Anahuac Panther offense has definitely been high-powered. And they haven't shown that they're going to let off the gas here yet.
No, and I think one thing with Coach Neese is he wants to make a statement for this game going into next week. So he's going to put the pedal to the metal until he puts about 55 points on the board.
So Kirbyville now going to try and put something together again before they go into halftime. Mahathe hands it off to Alfred. Alfred is up the middle, finding a little bit of a hole, maybe getting a gain of 2. Going to be 2nd down and 8. Update in Atlanta, still scoreless, bottom of the 3rd. No outs. It's definitely going to be a tight game there in Atlanta. And the Astros coming out with it.
Yeah, it's hard for me to concentrate on 2 games at once.
It definitely doesn't help when I've got it live on our screen to my right-hand side here. So Mahathe with the ball, rolling to his right, looking to throw. Let's go of it. It's got a man downfield, and it's caught and completed. No flags. And number 80, Stephen Carell with the big reception for the Wildcats. Moves the chains, 1st down inside Panther territory.
Yeah, Trent, it looks like number 1, KJ Moore, sophomore, bid on the pump fake. Able to get the guy about 3 or 4 steps ahead of him. But at least he was able to recover and make the tackle.
So pistol formation. Man in motion, snap back. Mahathe pitches it to Alfred. Alfred beats 1 man in the backfield and is pushed out of bounds, trying to hurdle 1 man. Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6.
I'll tell you what, that number 9, he is a big old running back. He's like a bowling ball out there.
2nd down, 7.
And that he is. He's definitely a downhill runner. Lowers his shoulder and makes yardage happen when you think that it's not.
Yeah, and I think the defensive coordinator may want to try to subbing in some of these defensive linemen so they don't get worn out by the 2nd half.
So Mahathe going to keep it himself, looking for the near side, being pursued. Flag on the play. And Mahathe is pushed out of bounds right around the 20-yard line. We'll see what the laundry's about.
Looks like a holding. Holding number 21.
And it is holding against the Wildcats. I believe that will put them at 2nd and 11.
Usually 90% of the time if the flag's thrown between the hashes, it's pretty much offensive holding. But we'll take it.
It's actually going to be 2nd down and 15.
Correction on the spot. It was a spot foul. It'll be 2nd down and 15.
As the Anahuac Panther Marching Band getting warmed up in the south end of Kyle White Stadium. 2:46 remaining. Mahathe rolling to his left, looking to pass.
There it is.
And it is almost intercepted. And that is Javion West knocking it away. 3rd down and 15.
I have a feeling they're gonna run a pass again. Look for number 87 on the near side. Number 80, excuse me.
Now Stephen Carell with that big reception earlier. They're definitely going to be looking probably to him again here. So 3rd and 15 from the Panther 39-yard line. Mahathe in the gun, 2 wide. Correll here to the near side, fakes the handoff, throws it in the flat to the far side, making a couple of moves, met at almost the original line of scrimmage.
Zion Clark on the play.
That's actually number 60 for the Panthers. Nan Pham on the tackle as well. So 4th down and 11. Check that, 4th down and 12. As they're definitely going to go for it here as we get right at 2 minutes to go here in the first half.
It's like they brought in their bruiser Alfred again, so you could be seeing a swing pass out of the Wildcats offense.
So nice, cool night here in Anahuac. Great fall Southeast Texas for football, as Kirbyville is going to take their first timeout of the first half, and we're going to take it with them back here shortly right here on Anahuac Sports Live.
Hello, my name is Mark Poggles, and I'm the pastor at Community Christian Fellowship Church in Oak Island, Texas. I would like to personally invite you to join us for Bible study during the week and our church services on Sunday morning. We have a nursery for the little ones, and our church family will greet you with a smile on their face and a loving heart. Come and celebrate with us as we study God's Word and give Him all the praise and thanks He deserves. Hope to see you there. Take care and God bless. Go Panthers!
Trying, Trent.
You're doing a great job. So with a minute 36 seconds remaining in the first half, it'll be 4th down and 12 for Kirbyville. Mahathe fakes the handoff to Alfred, looking to pass, airs out the football, and it's going to be overthrown and a turnover on downs. Back to Anahuac offense here.
That was a good defensive stand by the Panther defense. We really needed that going into halftime. Hopefully we can punch one more in with a minute 30 left.
Well, it looks like Atlanta has struck first in game 3. Bottom of the third, 3-2 count, 1 out, 2 on. And Atlanta leads it 1-0. A couple of scores around the area, as you can see in the bottom of your screen. East Chambers leading Woodville 13-7 in Winnie. Cleveland and Hardin still scoreless, as a timeout is going to be taken by Kirbyville once again. And we'll keep it right here. Bridge City leading Liberty 7-0. And Silsbee all over Hardin Jefferson 28-7. And Barbers Hill edging out Dayton currently 12-0. And I think they're ranked number 6 now. Newton leading Hemp Hill 24-0.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see with the minute 22 left, which Coach Nietzsche is going to do. Is he going to run the ball and just go into halftime with a 29-7 lead, or is he going to try to put the hammer down and try to get another score before halftime?
Definitely going to be interesting to see, as Atlanta now has bases loaded, 1 out. Adam Duvall up to bat with bases loaded, and as a baseball player, you can't dream of anything bigger than having bases loaded in the World Series.
Oh, no doubt, but can't dream of anything bigger than getting a double play right here, Trent.
All right. First ball pitched is fouled off. 0-1 to Duvall.
Be nice to see a seam route to number 9, Galeas, on this play.
So
get him involved.
Curio back under center. Going to roll out to his left, looking to pass. Lets it go. And he's got intercepted as 25 for the Kirbyville Wildcats, Bron Melvin with the pickoff. And almost had a pick six there.
Yeah, that's one of those things, Trent. You got a sophomore quarterback. You know, if the throw's not there, you can always just, throw it out of bounds. Don't try to make something out of nothing.
Well, it's something that he is definitely going to have to learn. And he is continuing to learn.
Yeah, that's just a part of the maturation process, being a sophomore. So he's still learning.
So sets up Kirbyville with excellent field position on the Anahuac 10-yard line. Only the second time they've been in the Anahuac red zone tonight.
Look for number 9, Alfred.
So one receiver to the far side. Mahathey fakes the handoff to Alfred, keeping it himself. And he is gained about 4. And it's second down and goal.
Yeah, I'm still questioning that first down pass play. I would have thought we would have ran the ball to see how many yards we could get, then maybe throw on second down.
So didn't see what happened there, but Duvall is out. So now it's 2 outs, bases loaded. And Atlanta. Mahathey in the shotgun. He's got it, keeping himself. He's got a lot of field in the... And he tries to jump, and it looks like he broke the plane. Touchdown, Kirbyville.
Trent, it looks like there was some miscommunication on the defensive lineman. There was like nobody on the far outside.
Well, he had all kinds of space there on the far side of the field. Surprised that he cut it up and tried to jump there. Dangerous play, but nonetheless gets into the end zone for the second touchdown for Kirbyville tonight.
Yeah.
So there's an illegal substitution penalty against Kirbyville. As they were getting ready for the PAT. And that'll make the try a little bit harder. So the T is now on the 15. So 25-yard PAT attempt coming. Snap is back, hold is down. Kick is, looked like somebody may have gotten a hand on it, but it is no good. And with 38 seconds remaining in the first half of play, Kirbyville has somewhat made this a ball game, Cullen.
I know. I think Coach Neese and the coaching staff are probably reevaluating that last possession. 38 seconds left. I think we should just go ahead and run the clock out and go to halftime and talk about it.
And that's probably what's going to happen here, as they're going to have to go into the locker room and definitely talk it over to figure out how to contain Mahathey and Alfred. And Kirbyville is definitely not going to go away here.
Yeah, and don't be surprised if you see another onside kick from Kirbyville.
Not at all. So Ibarra's teeing it up on the 40. And back deep for the Panthers is KJ Moore and Zion Clark. As the kick is away, it is low and on the ground, as it's kind of bobbled there by Corbett. Corbett's making a few moves, looking, and he's busted away. Gets it back close to midfield.
Well, Trent, this could change the play calling, and they were close, but on the 49.
Well, with all 3 timeouts remaining, 31 seconds to go. I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Neese to try and get a couple of plays away and make a couple of shots at the end zone.
Yeah, or at least try to get in field goal range. We have a pretty good kicker in Sanchez.
Well, in Sanchez rain, you can probably get it to somewhere around the 20. 25 is pushing it.
May try a little misdirection on this play here.
So 2 wide, Bailey and Clark. Sanchez the lone back, Corbett in motion. Hands off to Sanchez, up the middle, cross midfield, cross the 40. And brought down close to around the 35-yard line into Wildcat territory. Moves the chains, and I'm sure a timeout.
Trent, I'll tell you what, on that play right there, I could have ran through that hole.
Definitely could have put a truck through it probably. As Bailey and Corbett are now to the near side. Clock continues to run under 20 seconds. Curio looking to pass. He's got a man, and that is number 9, Adam Galeas, on the reception for the Panthers. And Anahuac will take their first timeout.
Kind of curious on that, why we didn't take the timeout earlier.
Well, as quickly as the Anahuac Panther offense is getting to the line, they had to stop the clock to move the chains. And I was expecting a timeout early, as well on that last play.
Yeah.
But 2 timeouts remaining, 11 seconds to go. And they probably need at least another 10 yards to make a comfortable Sanchez field goal attempt.
Yeah, I have a feeling they're probably going to run an out route, the quick out route, get the guy out of bounds, maybe have 5-6 seconds left, kick it, going to halftime.
Trying to get updates here on y'all's scoreboard for you, as it looks like the Astros got out of that jam. And it remains 1-0 in Game 3. So 2nd down and 9. Curiel under center, split backs. Handing it off to Corbett. Corbett's got a lot of room to run. He's got plenty of green. Brought down at the 15. Clock is at 4 seconds. They're going to call a timeout and kick the field goal.
Trent, I think you could have ran through that hole.
As slow as I am, I don't know.
That offensive line for the Panthers is doing their job tonight.
They definitely are, and we talked about it in the pregame, how much better the offensive line has gotten since the preseason.
Yes.
One of the concerns going in to 2021 football season was the offensive line and all the seniors that they lost from last year.
Right.
But they've definitely stepped up and made some big strides. So it looks like the ball is going to be probably teed up at the 21, which will make a 31-yard attempt for Sanchez. He's got plenty of leg for it.
Just need a good snap, good hole. But don't be surprised if they fake it. The 44 in the corner of the end zone.
So 4 seconds. Sanchez lining it up. I wouldn't doubt if Kirbyville took another timeout here. Snap is back. Kick is up, and it is good. 31-yard field goal from Sanchez. We'll tack on 3 more, and that'll make it 32-13 at the end of the first half of play. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back with the Porter's Processing halftime show after these few messages. Don't go anywhere. This is Anahuac Sports Live. Trent Hart, Cullen Henneke, and Blake Ferguson back after this.
Looking for just the right bank? For a real community bank, locally owned and operated since 1976, come to Anahuac National Bank. Offering services from your first checking account to mobile and online banking to business and home loans. This is Texas banking at its best. Find us online at anbank.net. Anahuac National Bank, Chambers County's only locally owned and independently operated bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Live is brought to you in part by Hillary Auto, insurance agent with Texas Farm Bureau, Porter's Wild Game Processing and Alligator Farm, Title Services Incorporated, Anahuac National Bank, member FDIC, Chambers County Abstract Company, Third Coast Integrated Martial Arts, Turn 2 Specialty Companies, and Wilcox Drug Store in Anahuac.
present the award-winning Pride of Kirbyville High School Band. They are under the direction of Brad Long, Rick Goff, Keith Ruggles, Daniel Goline, Noah Carter, Lilicia Smith, and Pamela Lady. The band is performing their UIL show, Chess, a Game of Revolution. They are led onto the field by senior drum major Summer Word and junior drum major Leah Paynes. And reception of Mrs. Kelly Guerra. Social officers are Jacqueline Diaz, Britton Nowak, and President Jennifer Way. Line officers are Lieutenant Juanita Diaz, Lieutenant Jorelis Hernandez, Lieutenant Colonel Fatima Esparza, and your 2021-22 Colonel Kylie Sendejas. High kicker of the week is Emily Ramirez. Kickerette of the week is Hannah Anderson. And Spirit Girl of the week is Kelly Galindo. Help me applaud our senior Pantherettes, Kylie Sendejas, Juanita Diaz, Jacqueline Diaz, Jorelis Hernandez, Jennifer Way, Britton Nowak, Melanie Vargas, Natalia Rico, and Victoria Wynn. Great job, ladies. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the UIL Area East Finalist, Pride of Anahuac Marching Band. The band is under the field direction of drum majors Diane Miranda and Diego Merritt. The directors are Cody Cunningham, Morgan Haley O'Neill. The soloists for tonight are Juanita Diaz, Pablo Salazar, Alan Marin, and Riel Christensen. Marchers of the week are the seniors. Tonight the band will be performing their award-winning UIL show entitled Dia de los Muertos. Drum majors, you may begin when you are ready. congratulate the Pride of Anahuac on their successful marching season and for advancing to the area finals for the first time since 2008. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you will please focus your attention to the center of the field, we would now like to crown this year's Band, Bow, and Sweetheart. This year's 2021 Band Bow is Diego Maris. And this year's Band Sweetheart is Leonabel Espejo.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the award-winning Pride of Anahuac Marching Band, as we are winding down the Porter's Processing halftime show. Not much time to go over too much, but some scores around the area. As you can see at the bottom of your screen, Barbers Hill over Dayton at halftime, 15-6. Silsbee leading Hardin Jefferson 28-14. Tied up in Liberty, Bridge City and Liberty 7-all. Hardin leading Tarkington 12-8. And just up the road in Winnie, East Chambers is currently beating Woodville 27-13. And of course, Newton all over Hemphill 38-8. Some other scores in the area. Looking through what I have here. Kuntz and New Waverly in a tie game in the third quarter. Kuntz trailing New Waverly 21-20. Friendswood beating Ball 24-14 in the third quarter. Beaumont United and Lee High School 14 all tied up in the third. Shadow Creek is on top of Pearland 23-14. And looking for that North Shore game. It's somewhere on here, or at least I thought it was. But it was North Shore leading that ball game last I looked. There it is. So number 5, Atascocita against North Shore, which is number 8, 28-14, North Shore leading it. And Cullen, as we get started for the second half of play here at Kyle White Stadium. The first half, the Anahuac Panthers offense definitely came out swinging, scoring quickly on their first 3 possessions. But Kirbyville making a game of it here toward the end of the first half, scoring twice and making it 32-13.
Yes, Trent. I really feel for the second half for as far as the Panthers are concerned. I think we need to be concerned about the defensive front 4. Alfred for the Wildcats he's a big body guy, so he's the type of guy that you can give him 25 carries a game and wear a defensive unit down. So I'm hoping that maybe we'll see some substitutions on the front 4 of the defense for the Panthers.
Well, definitely got to keep your front defensive line fresh, as the Kirbyville Wildcats are going to receive it starting here in the second half. I think as long as the Anahuac offense keeps up with their hot hand in Christian Sanchez on the running game, that things will continue to be successful on the offensive side of the football. Kick away, fielded at the 10, and going to be brought out close across the 25. And that was number 20, Brooks Henneke, the pocket Hercules, on the stop for Anahuac.
All right, here comes the Panthers defense. Let's see what they made any adjustments at halftime to kind of detour the read option that Kirbyville's been running. But most importantly, we can't let Kirbyville seal the edge and let Alfred get to the outside. We need to contain and push him back towards the pursuit of the defense.
Well, as he did in the first half, he was able to bounce off of that front line and get to the outside, but empty backfield this time, but shotgun formation as Mahathey keeps it himself up the middle for a gain of, looks like 8. Caught the defense off of, kind of caught him off guard there, thinking that it was going to be a pass, I think.
Yeah, it looked like Kirbyville spread the offensive formation out to try to spread out the linebackers and the quarterbacks and try to punch it up the middle, which they did for about 8 yards.
So second down and 2 from the Kirbyville 38. Snap back, Mahathey taking it himself again. Got some blockers up front, the first down and then some. And still on his feet across the 45 and finally blown dead at the 47. Will move the chains, first down, Kirbyville.
Yeah, one thing you notice about the Panthers, a lot of times they concentrate too much on trying to strip the football instead of trying to bring the ball carrier down, and a lot of times they'll get those 2-3 extra yards because they're trying to pop the football out.
And it's been successful for him a couple of times. But like he said, sometimes it's best just to wrap up and bringing them down.
Yeah, look for number 9 on this carry.
So first down and 10, Mahathey got the ball, handing it off to Alfred. Alfred met quickly at the line, bounces off of it, and they're going to give him 4 momentum to the 48. And that was number 22, Mason Totzer, on the stop for the Panthers.
Yeah. Mason Totzer, he filled that hole real quick. He's a tough, strong senior last year, and he's making the most of it. I did notice towards the end of the second half, Kirbyville started throwing the ball a little bit, so we need to be leery of some pass plays here on this possession.
So Mahathey, shotgun, 3 wide. fakes the handoff, looking to pass, sets his feet, lets it go, and there is a flag, and that's pass interference going against Zion Clark. And Clark looking for it to go the other way, and it's not going to. But we'll wait to see what the official word is.
It almost looked like they ran into each other, Trent. But once again, we do have 3A officiating.
So it is pass interference against the Panthers. There'll be an automatic first down from the spot of the foul. And definitely the Anahuac faithful not happy with it.
I think they're not happy because that, regardless if they got tripped up or not, that was still the ball was not going to be catchable.
No, it wasn't. But nonetheless, Kirbyville first down and 10 into Panther territory from the Panther 38. Mahathey with 2 wide. Sends his man in motion. Snap back, going to pitch it to Alfred. Alfred's got some blocking in front of him, but caught up underneath. As Javion West brings him down, I think. Right, number 6. No, it's actually number 8. That's Luke Foster.
That was a good job by the Panther defense of containing the outside, making sure that he couldn't break it towards the sideline and push them back towards the middle of the field.
So no gains, second down and 10. As Kirbyville taking their time with the play call.
Yeah, they're dialing up a pass play right here, Trent. Look for number 80 on the near side.
And that's Carell in motion. Mahathey with the ball, pitches it to Alfred. Alfred turns up the speed, back to the original line of finish, and met. Looking for the numbers there. That was Zion Clark, able to make the tackle along with Nan Pham.
Yeah.
And it'll be a no gain again, third down and 10.
Yeah, that was a good job by Zion Clark. Good angle of pursuit. Got a hold of the ball runner, wrapped him up all the way to the ground. Got to go low on number 9, Alfred.
Zion Clark has done a much better job as opposed to last year on defense in pursuing the play and making quite a few tackles this year. So Carell to the near side. Mahathey looking to pass, rolling left. Off of his back foot, and he's got a man, and it's caught. Carell inside the 15. That will move the chains and put Kirbyville in Panther red zone territory.
Yeah, Trent, it looks like there's a little bit of confusion in the secondary on who's covering who. And it looks like somebody bid on the quarterback scrambling, thinking he was going to keep the ball.
It was an excellent pass there by Mahathey off of his back foot. I mean, he was able to get some air underneath it and get it downfield. Very impressive pass. Carell this time going to be to the far side. Boyd in motion. Mahathey fakes the handoff, keeping it himself, going up the middle. He's got room to run, and he's going to fall across the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats. Well, like we said, Cullen, the Wildcats are not going to lay down. They are looking for a playoff position just like any team at this point in the season.
No, you're correct. It just looks like our defensive line is a little tired, and I'm hoping maybe the next possession they'll start subbing in.
So PAT attempt coming from Ibarra. Hold is down, kick is up, and it is good. So Kirbyville on their first possession of the second half drives it all the way downfield for a drive that started, I believe, at the 35. So 65 yards and the Mahathey touchdown. It'll make it 32-19. Anahuac still on top here at Kyle White Stadium. We'll take a quick break and be right back after this.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, no matter what you nurture or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to donate to Anahuac Sports Live, we'd very much appreciate it. It will go toward paying for the by-district playoff broadcast fee. Scan all of the URL code, on your screen, or go to any of the links in the video description below. And be sure to put your shout out or your message so that we can read it live on the air. Kick is away, falls dead just around the 21-yard line, picked up by Moore. They get across the 40 and pushed out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
All right, here goes the Panther offense. Hopefully we can get back to establishing a run again. No need to we're up by 12, so there's no hurry mode. Just get to do what we do best.
Well, still a 2-possession ball game, as Kirbyville has definitely made it interesting here.
Well, Trent, I think if we just run up the middle right behind 72 and 77, we could probably drive all the way down to the end zone.
So bottom of the 5th, 2 on, 2 outs, and the Astros are trying to get out of another jam. As the handoff is up the middle to Sanchez. Sanchez got the first down across the 45 to the 47-yard line. So another good run as Sanchez is continuing to make his presence known.
Doing a little hurry up here, Trent. I'd say run the same play. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
So Sanchez, the lone back, 2 wide. Curiel pitches it to him. Got some blocking up front. Gets across midfield. And it's going to be a good gain of about 6. 2nd down and 4 as the Panthers get into Wildcat territory.
Mr. Sanchez is running hard tonight, guys. I believe it's Landon Corbett's time now.
So Corbett going to get the handoff. Makes a couple of men miss. Gets across the 45. And there are flags flying all over the place.
Appears to be a personal foul for the Wildcats, Trent.
And that's exactly what it's going to be. So that will be the 15-yard variety from the spot of the foul and an automatic first down.
I personally think if we just stay between the tackles running the football, we'll wear that interior front down and we can just keep moving the ball the rest of the second half.
Well, it's kind of like what Kirbyville has done so far to the Anahuac defense. Right. And, you know, Sanchez is definitely moving the football downfield very well, making people miss, and the offensive front is opening up the holes that he needs to get some production out of him. So after the penalty, it is 1st and 10 from the Kirbyville 29. 2 backs, Sanchez and Clark in the backfield. Going to fake it. End around to Corbett. Corbett looking for the outside edge. Makes a cutback, reversing his field. Inside the 20.
There we go.
10.
There we go.
1 man to beat, 5. Touchdown, Landon Corbett. And we've got flags on the field. We'll take that down and see what the laundry is about.
I believe it's on the defense.
But what an athletic play there by Corbett, reversing his field and getting back here to the near side to get across the goal line. And we'll see if that touchdown stands. Doesn't look like it's going to. Awaiting a call, they're talking about it. Anahuac coaching staff also wanting to know. And it looks like it is going against the Panthers. So that's a personal foul against the Anahuac Panthers. So back to the original line of scrimmage, basically a replay.
Yeah, you hate to see that. You know, good hard run by Landon Corbett, gets the touchdown, and then we get a boneheaded personal foul call.
So basically a redo now, 1st and 10 from the 29. Curiel with Corbett and Sanchez in the backfield, giving it to Corbett. Corbett caught from behind and trying to fight, but the whistles are blown after a gain of 2. So aside from that would-be play that was going to be a touchdown, Corbett has pretty much been held at bay tonight.
Yeah, Trent, it just seems like when we run that quick toss, we're not getting the seal blocks that we need. But when we're running off the tackles, or between the guard and tackles, we're getting positive yardage.
So 2nd down and 8 from the Kirbyville 27. Corbett and Sanchez, the two backs again. Fake to Sanchez. Curiel passing. Screen play to Corbett. Corbett is at the 10. And he falls forward. Going to be enough for the 1st down. 1st and goal, Anahuac.
That was an excellent play call by the Panther offensive coordinator, Mr. Neese.
Well, we've been talking about when we're going to see that screen pass, and right there it was. So I don't say this very often, but trips to the left of Curiel. Corbett, the lone back, going to give it to him.
Go.
And he's got a hole, and he's trying to hurdle some players, but being stopped just
Big
short.
Juice is going to pull him in the end zone.
And it was close. And they're going to mark him down short at the 1. Make that the 2. So clock continuing to roll, 4.5 minutes remaining. Split backs. Going to give it
there you go.
to Corbett, and he's in for the touchdown.
Yeah, on the play before, it looked like number 77, Big Juice, got old Landon Corbett in the bear hug, trying to pull him in the end zone.
Well, the refs have been letting them, the plays go a little bit longer, and that's a good thing for both teams, and especially on a play like that.
It's like we're going to go for 2 on this one, Trent.
Sticking with Corbett, and they're going to go for 2. Sanchez in the backfield. Going to hand it to him. Sanchez lowering his shoulder. He is in for 2. Wait a minute.
Whoa.
And I'm going to have to... I'm pretty sure that was in, but they're marking it. One line judge says it was no good.
The nose of the football just has to break the plane, Trent. The white line.
Let's go back to the replay just to check. So here was the 2-point attempt as the refs talk about it. Hand off to Sanchez.
He's in right there.
Right there, it looked like he broke the plane. I mean, good effort there by the Kirbyville defense to make it look otherwise. And thank you to Anahuac National Bank for sponsoring our replays tonight, as well as Capital Farm Credit sponsoring the 3rd quarter of play. 120 Broadway in Winnie. 409-400-4066. Give Capital Farm Credit a call.
Well, that was a good job by the Panther offense. After Kirbyville took the first possession, went down and scored, we bounced back, get the ball back, and then we go down and score, and just a missed opportunity, or missed call, I would say, on the 2-point conversion.
So a missed 2-point conversion, but nonetheless, the Panthers pull even further ahead, 38-20 on the Wilcox Drug Store scoreboard. And Sanchez will tee it up on his 40. Haven't seen the deep kicks from Sanchez as much tonight. Been more landing around the 35 to 20. As he'll put the boot on this one, and it will get
goes.
In.
Stop.
Oh, he fields it at the 1. That is a dangerous spot to return it. And he's going to be brought down at the 15. Actually, they will. It will be marked down at the 15. So great punt there, or a great kick there by Sanchez. As was that Alfred on the return, I believe, who picked it up at the 1.
So we got an injured Panther on the field.
And with that injury and that timeout called on the field, we're going to be calling it. We're going to take it with them, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back here with the rest of the third quarter on Anahuac Sports Live.
Building a new home? Does your driveway need that long overdue facelift? Or are you just looking to finally get your lot cleared and ready to build something great? Look no further and trust the locally owned and operated professionals at Title Services Incorporated. No need to hire multiple contractors. Title Services does all phases of residential and commercial land clearing, house pads, ponds, dirt and rock delivery, and demolition. Call for a free estimate, 409-267-1057, or visit them on Facebook at Title Services, Inc.
So welcome back to Anahuac Sports Live. Trent Hart, Cullen Henneke, and Blake Ferguson up above us doing our camera duties. So 1st and 10 from the Kirbyville 15. Mahathey hands it off to Alfred. Alfred's met at the line, bounces off one defender, and able to fall forward for a gain of 2. And that was number 22 for the Panthers, Mason Totzer on the stop.
Looks like the Panthers made a substitution with our defensive tackles. Got Hendricks and Valencia in now, giving Cooper and Pham a little breather.
So they gave Alfred 3 on that. 2nd down and 7. Ball spotted at the 18-yard line of Kirbyville. Mahathey in the pistol. 2 wide, going to keep it himself, looking for the far sideline. Getting pursued and wrapped up is getting there first is the freshman, Quandre Coates.
Good angle of pursuit for Coates. Once he got his hands on you, you're not getting away from him. Excellent play by the freshman.
So that will put him back inside the 15. And looking, it is at the 13. And 3rd down and 12 is what the Wildcats will be facing here.
Looks like it may be number 80 time for the Wildcats, so they may want to key on him on this play right here.
Now, Correll has been their go-to receiver all night long. So 3 wide. Actually, 4 wide for Mahathey. Quick pass to the far side flat. Makes one man miss.
Got him.
And pushed out of bounds at the 20. But not enough for the 1st down. It'll be 4th down and 5. And the Wildcats will have to punt it away here.
Looks like Quandre Coates with number 32 is on the play again. Looks like he may have hurt his hip, so just keep an eye on that for the next few possessions.
So Zion Clark back deep to receive the punt. The snap is back. It's good. Bobbled. And they're going to be swallowed up inside the 10. Turnover on downs. And the Anahuac Panthers are going to be set up with excellent red zone positioning deep inside Kirbyville territory.
Excellent job by 21 Kai Teal and 32 Coates getting in there and breaking down and making a tackle on the fumbled snap.
Well, we talked about it earlier, Coates having a breakout game last week against Buna. And Kai Teal just putting in the work every single week here for the Panther defense. And Cullen, it showed right there.
Yes, it did. And that looked to be running behind 77-72 right here.
So Sanchez and Corbett in the backfield. Going to pitch to Corbett. Sanchez got a lead block. White jerseys are pursuing him close. Corbett still on his feet inside the 5. And it's 2nd down and goal.
Yeah, number 7, Landon Corbett, he's a tough kid to tackle, I'll tell you that.
He's definitely a hard runner. And, you know, being a junior, they're going to have him one more year next year. Along with Curio, you mentioned that he's just a sophomore as well. Of course, Sanchez being a senior, going to be a tough loss for the Panthers for next season. As well as Clark being the wideout, but KJ Moore doing a nice job at wideout as well. Sanchez, the lone back, going to hand it to him. Looking for the hole. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Christian Sanchez. And there is a flag on the play. Looks like it could have been on Kirbyville. No. They were sending in their extra personnel there a little too early. Waiting on the call.
Looks like the Panthers and the Wildcats getting a little chippy in the interior line there.
So extracurricular. The penalty will be enforced on the kickoff. The touchdown will stand. And now we'll have a swinging gate formation for Anahuac. So Sanchez lined up for the PAT now. Snap back, hold down, kick up, and off the side of the foot of Sanchez, and that's a rarity, a missed PAT. But nonetheless, with 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining here in the third quarter, it is the Anahuac Panthers over the Kirbyville Wildcats, 44-20. Back here shortly on Anahuac Sports Live. Custom processing, professional guided hunts, hide tanning, and gator merchandise. Porter's Processing and Alligator Farm offers a personal experience like no other. Locally owned and operated in Anahuac, Texas since 1987, Porter's has been Southeast Texas' premier choice for any hunting adventure need. Now offering full-service processing of gator, deer, beef, hogs, and other wild game. Make Porter's Processing this hunting season's one-stop shop. Visit them today at portersprocessing.com or call 409-267-8413. Trent Hart, Cullen Henneke, and Blake Ferguson back here at Kyle White Stadium and Anahuac Sports Live. Appreciate everybody joining us here tonight for this District 10 3A matchup. Want to remind everybody that Anahuac has secured their by-district playoff spot, and we are looking for a little bit of help to pay for the by-district playoff UIL broadcast fee. And you can scan any of those QR codes on your screens, or visit us on Venmo at Anahuac Sports Live, CashApp, $ Anahuac Sports Live, or on PayPal. The link to our donation PayPal is in the description of the YouTube video. And any donation, no matter how big or how small, is greatly appreciated so we can bring you the by-district contest here in 2 weeks. So after the mishandle of the snap by the Kirbyville Wildcat punt team, the Anahuac Panthers able to capitalize and push it into the end zone. And because of that personal foul earlier, before or right at the touchdown play.
Yeah, I'm thinking that Sanchez ought to be able to kick it through the uprights right here, Trent.
Off the tee, he probably could. But being that they're going to spot it,
then again, they may try to pooch it.
they might try to. Whatever the outcome, it's still going to be in Kirbyville territory, given they're not a breakout play here. So Sanchez will tee it up on the Kirbyville 45, and that was a personal foul penalty on the previous touchdown play, as Sanchez gets a boot underneath it, and it's going to go into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. See if we can't get a couple of updates for you guys. Looks like Woodville is starting to come back in the fourth quarter in Winnie, but East Chambers leading them 27-20. Middle of the sixth, it is still Atlanta 1-0 over Houston in Game 3 of the World Series. Watch it. Go ahead, Colin.
I think with the Panther defense, they need to cool off, not try to do too much, and not try to get any personal foul penalties.
So Correll to the near side. Mahathey hands it off up the middle, this time to number 21, Jeremy Carter. And Carter able to get some pretty good yardage. Probably gain of 5, second down and 5.
Gain of 6 on the play. Second down 4.
Looks like number 2, Zion Clark, was on the tackle. He's a headhunter too. He don't mind going up there and mixing it up with the running backs that probably outweigh him by about 20 or 30 pounds.
So they actually gave him 6 yards on that last play.
The quarterback keeper probably.
Mahathey keeping it himself, getting close to the first down marker. He'll have it, and that'll move the chains and give Kirbyville a fresh set of downs. Look like Mason Totzer in there on the tackle for the defense.
Looks like we may get a little dose of number 12 this series.
Well, he's definitely a great athlete, is Mahathey. Seen how good of an arm he has, and he's able to get it done with his feet too. Clock winding down, coming to the end of the third quarter. Kirbyville trying to get one more play off.
Anahuac defense needs a big play right here going into the fourth.
Play clock and the game clock right in sync with each other. Flag on the play. That's going to be a delay of game. So waiting to see. Okay, so they're going to talk about it, but we're going to take a quick break. I was waiting to see if we could get a call on it. But after the end of the third quarter, is the Anahuac Panthers over the Kirbyville Wildcats, 44-20, back right after this.
Anahuac Sports Live is brought to you in part by Hillary Auto, insurance agent with Texas Farm Bureau. Borders Wild Game Processing and Alligator Farm. Title Services Incorporated. Anahuac National Bank, member FDIC. Chambers County Abstract Company. Third Coast Integrated Martial Arts. Turn 2 Specialty Companies. And Wilcox Drug Store in Anahuac.
So the fourth and final quarter is getting ready to get started here at Kai White Stadium in Anahuac, Texas. So it was a false start penalty call on Kirbyville. So it'll be first down and 15.
All right. Could possibly be a pass play. Look for number 80 on this one.
So shotgun formation, Mahathey by himself, going to keep it himself. Going right up the middle, and he stopped pretty quickly. Gain of 2. So he gets 2 of the 5 yard penalty, or 2 of the 5 yards back from the penalty.
Yeah, it looked like the Wildcats tried to spread us out again and do the quarterback draw, but it looked like the middle linebacker for the Panthers kind of snipped that out. Big number 72 was on it.
And that's Jonathan Cooper.
And he's a junior, by the way.
Heck of a basketball player, too. So 2nd down and 13 from the Kirbyville 34-yard line. Handoff to Alfred as he's able to bounce out. He's got plenty of room to run. He's turning on the Jets. Only one man to beat. And he will, and take it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Kirbyville.
Number 9, Alfred on the carry into the end zone for the Wildcats.
So great job and vision there by Alfred to see that hole on the far side.
Yeah, it looked like for the Panther defense, that was just a really poor angle of pursuit by the safety and the cornerback. And with number 9, Alfred, the speed he has, once you get him on the sidelines, you're not catching him. And he's proved it twice tonight.
Well, Kirbyville definitely not out of this one. A lot of ball game to be played, almost a full quarter, as they're able to score very quickly. As the PAT is up, it is good. So with just over 11 minutes remaining in the football game, Kirbyville able to get into the end zone by the Alfred touchdown. And it is now 44-27 Anahuac. And we're going to take a quick break and be back right after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
You've heard about shopping local. How about banking local? Since 1976, Anahuac National Bank is the only locally owned and operated bank in Chambers County. We know you see Anahuac National Bank folks out in the community supporting our schools, veterans, and nonprofits. Why not bank where you live? These experienced banking professionals understand local businesses and the housing market. Visit online today at anbank.net, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Anahuac Sports Live. Trent Hart, Cullen Henneke here for the 4th quarter of play, where the Kirbyville Wildcats just scored to make it 44-27. As Cullen just said during our break, I wouldn't doubt that we see a Kirbyville onside kick attempt here. And it is an attempt. The ball goes over end. I don't know if it was touched by an Anahuac player or not as it went out of bounds.
Well, it looked like Landon Corbett did a good job of, instead of trying to catch the ball, just knocking it out of bounds since he was about a foot away from the opponent's sideline.
It was definitely a good job and a good try at an attempt there.
Right.
Because it hit an Anahuac player, popped up.
Yeah, and the thing on the onside kick, the front line, they're not supposed to go for the ball. They're supposed to go block, and then the guys behind you are supposed to fall on the football. But a lot of times, you know, you're playing in a football game, you see the ball, you're going to try to catch it.
So the referee's talking something over again, as currently the line judge is on the 40. So that's where the Panthers will begin. So Sanchez the lone back. Bailey and Clark here to the near side. Curiel under center, sending Corbett in motion. Back to pass. And it's batted away at the line by number 88 of, actually I think that's 86, Hagen Freeman.
I'm kind of dumbfounded on that play call, Trent. I'm thinking they just scored on us. We've been running the ball on them all night. Let's run the ball, chew the clock, and get out of here.
So 2nd and 10 after the batted ball at the line. Sanchez the single back again. Corbett in motion. Pass to Clark. Clark looking for room to run. Got one man stiff arm across midfield, pushed out of bounds at the 46. Enough for the first down, as Clark able to move the chains.
It's good to see they finally got Clark involved on the passing game. I'm still kind of leery of throwing the football in the 4th quarter, but I don't get paid the big bucks. Mr. Neese gets paid. So
that's why we're sitting up here and he's down there. So Sanchez, the lone back, 2 wide. And there's going to be a timeout being called by Anahuac, their first of the second half. We're going to take it with them back here shortly on Anahuac Sports Live.
Since 1948, Wilcox Drug Store has been the Anahuac area's most experienced and trusted pharmacy. Continuing its long-lasting reputation for personal attention to all your medical needs, Wilcox Drug Store offers counsel, refills, transfers, compounding, flu shots, and delivery. Visit pharmacist Dave Wilcox and his experienced staff today at 1208 Miller Street in Anahuac or call 409-267-6141. Wilcox Drug Store, delivering solutions, delivering confidence. So 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 45. Curio will hand it to Corbett. Corbett makes a little and move and gets hit pretty hard at the 40. Falls forward to about the 41.
Well, for the last 3.5 quarters or 3 quarters, Kirbyville has not been able to stop that play between Cooper and Eli. They are sealing those blocks and they're opening up holes, and we're getting 4 to 5 yards or more.
6-yard gain for Corbett. They'll bring up 2nd down and 4. Curio coming in from the sideline with the play. Bailey and Clark. And Clark is now in motion. Curio, fake pass, hands off to Corbett. Delayed, and Corbett able to get it inside the 20. And Anahuac is in the red zone once again.
Excellent play call by Coach Neese.
Well, that delayed handoff got Kirbyville a little confused and opened up a huge hole in the middle.
I think that's the first time we ran that play all night. Thank you.
So 1st and 10 from the Kirbyville 20. A little end around to Corbett again. And Corbett able to get it down to the 15. Gain of 5. 2nd down and 5.
It almost looks like sometimes when they hand the ball to Corbett, instead of taking it to the outside, he wants to rough somebody up, go back up the middle with it.
Looks like we've got laundry. Or maybe not. A lot of pointing going on. Usually when that's happened, you got yellow on the field.
Exactly.
So Curio under center. Hands off to Sanchez. Sanchez off the tackle and barreling his way close to the 1st down marker, and there is now a flag on the play. I don't know if you saw that. I've got a
acting job right there.
Yes, it was.
Number 34 of the Wildcats.
I pressed the replay button. I've got to go back and look at that one here later on. That might go on TikTok.
Yeah.
Looks like this is going to go against the Panthers holding call.
Holding appeared to be on number 72, Cooper.
So 10-yard penalty, 2nd down and 15 should be. No, actually 11 then. Must have been from the point of infraction. Clock stopped at 9:02. Anahuac having to use one of their timeouts already here in the second half. As they're trying to push it in here and give themselves a little bit more breathing room. Fake to Corbett, gives it to Sanchez. Sanchez got a good block up front. He's still barreling his way close to the 1st down. And that did I hear that there was another flag on the play?
That was an excellent block by number 52, Adrian Manning.
Yes, it was.
He really opened up that hole for him.
So it sounds like there is another penalty flag. Waiting to hear which way it goes. So offsides against Kirbyville going to be declined by the Panthers. And that'll bring up third down and what looks like 2.
Got a lot of laundry on the field this second half, Trent.
A lot more than there was on the first half.
I think the temperatures are rising in the players' heads right now.
And that they are don't think for one second that these players don't know what's on the line here tonight.
Right.
On both sides, they know. They know that Kirbyville knows that they have to win out to get into the playoffs. They have to win here tonight. So 2nd down and 2, quarterback keeper by Curiel. He's still on his feet.
Wow.
Gets close to the 5, and that's where they're going to mark it. And 1st down and goal for the Panthers.
That appears to be Curiel's first carry in about 5 games.
That it is. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't done so, go and click the subscribe button on our YouTube channel. We are looking to get to 1,000 subscribers as quickly as possible so we can unlock some of the features YouTube offers at that level. Sitting at 798 subscribers right now as Curiel is going to give it to Corbett. Corbett is looking for the near side, gets inside the 5, and dives forward to the 3.
It was a good tough run by Corbett. Looks like they're going to be setting up the next play going to the right. I have a feeling they're going to go off tackle.
So Curiel gives it to Corbett again.
And he's in.
And Corbett is in for the Panther touchdown. So still 1-0 in Game 3 of the World Series, top of the 7th, 1 out. All tied up and winning, Cullen.
Oh, wow.
27 all, Woodville and East Chambers.
Man, Woodville must have made some adjustments at halftime because I believe it was 27-13 at the half, correct?
Yep, that they did. And Peralta, the quarterback for winning, is definitely not easy to adjust to.
Right.
As the PAT is up, it is good. And that'll make it 51-27. Anahuac leading it here in Anahuac, Texas, Kyle White Stadium. We'll be back here shortly on Anahuac Sports Live.
Wow, no.
So Sanchez teeing it up. A little bit shorter kick this time. Falls at the 25, picked up. And he is swallowed up quickly. Garrett Dye on the big special teams play for Anahuac. And there's a lot of extracurricular going on.
Yeah, Trent, it was just a matter of time before this happens. Wildcats are frustrated.
Well, tempers are definitely flaring, as that was Chase Young on the return for the Wildcats.
Excellent open field tackle by 44 Dye. He's going to be a player to watch in the future.
Definitely. Sophomore, brought up to the varsity squad last year during the playoffs, making a big play toward the end of that Crockett game in the bi-district game last year. So that was a personal foul against the Wildcats. And it is the 15-yard variety, which will put them back at their own 12-yard line.
This is when we need to put the hammer down.
Definitely need to seal the deal with 7:06 remaining in the ball game.
Looks like 44 dies in the game.
Mahathey with Carell here to the near side. Snap is back, going to give it to Alfred. Alfred looking for room up the middle. He's not going to have any. And it'll be a short gain, 2nd down and 9.
And 44 die making the tackle on the floor.
They're actually going to give him 2.
Well, they have been generous all night with their spots.
They have. Because every time I've been calling where it's at, it's been a yard difference each time. Clock continuing to run, 6.5 minutes remaining.
Doesn't look like the Wildcats are in any kind of hurry.
No, they're not, and I don't want to speak too soon, but they're going to take a timeout here to think about it a little bit, and we're going to take it with them. 6:15 remaining in the ball game. We'll be back right after this.
Hello, my name is Mark Poggles, and I'm the pastor at Community Christian Fellowship Church in Oak Island, Texas. I would like to personally invite you to join us for Bible study during the week and our church services on Sunday morning. We have a nursery for the little ones, and our church family will greet you with a smile on their face and a loving heart. Come and celebrate with us as we study God's Word and give Him all the praise and thanks He deserves. Hope to see you there. Take care and God bless. Go Panthers!
So welcome back to Conway Stadium, Anahuac Sports Live. Trent Hart, Cullen Henneke, and Blake Ferguson bringing all the action to you on another edition of Friday Night Lights. As the Anahuac Panthers have all but put the nail in the coffin here. And I'm sure it's pretty safe to say it is at this point.
Yeah, but you'd like to make a big stop right here. Maybe punch in one more score. To leave no doubt, Trent.
Every time I hear that, I think of Remember the Titans. So 2nd down and 8 from the Kirbyville 13-yard line. Actually make that the 14-yard line. Mahathey hands off up the middle. And he is met quickly. That's number 34, Devin St. Cyr, and tackled by the sophomore once again, Garrett Dye.
I'll tell you a good thing about Garrett Dye. He's got a nose for the football, and he'll find that ball carrier almost every play. He's got a bright future for the Panther football team.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's a lot of young talent coming through here in the next few years. The JV team doing a absolute great job this year, winning in dominating form in Kirbyville last night. And I think they've only dropped one game this year. So 3rd down and 8. Mahathey hands it off to Alfred. Alfred is swallowed up quickly. And number 8, Luke Foster, as well as Pham,
looks like
making the big stop.
A Wildcat injured on the play. Appears to be the running back, Alfred.
Now, we're going to have a timeout on the field, and we're going to do so as well. Don't go anywhere. 5:11 remaining here in the ball game.
Looking for just the right bank? For a real community bank, locally owned and operated since 1976, come to Anahuac National Bank. Offering services from your first checking account to mobile and online banking to business and home loans. This is Texas banking at its best. Find us online at anbank.net. Anahuac National Bank, Chambers County's only locally owned and independently operated bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
So one more time, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to donate to Anahuac Sports Live, all donations will go to help us pay for the Bi-District Playoff UIL broadcast here in 2 weeks. And if you would please, any donation, big or small, is greatly appreciated as we look forward to wrapping up this season. As we've got one more game left in district play. 4th down and 10, and the Wildcats will be punting it away from their own goal line. Punt is away. It's high, not as far this time. Falls around the 40 with a Wildcat bounce and then comes back Anahuac's way. And touchdown at the 42.
I'll tell you what, Trent, that last possession is exactly what the Panther defense needed. 3 and out. Now we can suck down the clock and go home with a victory.
Absolutely. Let's see if we can't get a few updates here. So, let's see if I can.
Looks like Woodville is up.
So we're at the bottom of the 7th. Weren't we at the bottom of the 7th earlier? It seemed like we were. But yes, Woodville has went up on East Chambers, 34-27. So offset I formation. Pitch to number 19. He loses the football on the turf, and it looks like that Kirbyville has recovered. And that was number 19, Lewis, on the carry. And losing the football.
I believe.
Must have been a little delay in that Astros game. So watching the Woodville and East Chambers game closely now, because that has huge implications on the district, especially if Woodville scores again. So that was recovered by the Wildcats. It'll be 1st and 10 from their 31. Mahathey with 3 wide receivers, going to keep it himself, looking for some blocking room. Looking on the far sideline, pushed out of bounds after a gain of maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah, Trent, it looks like on that last possession, the Wildcats, number 9, Alfred, went out with an injury, so you're probably going to see a heavy dose of number 12 in this series.
So 2 yards and the clock continues to run. Ball spotted at the 33. So bottom of the 7th, 2 outs. The 1-2 to Riley. Got him swinging, and that will end the 7th inning, and they'll go into the 8th with Atlanta still on top, 1-0. No gain on that play. Will bring up 3rd down for the Wildcats.
That was a good job of Pham and Mouton corralling the running back on that play. It appears that Kirbyville is probably just going to try to run the clock out. They're in no hurry.
Shout out to Terry Fortenberry for donating to the channel and contributing to the Bi-District fee of that the UIL requires of us here in 2 weeks. And we'll be sure to let everybody know on all of our social medias on where that particular game will be. It'll all depend on how District 10 and District 9 end up. We showed you briefly in the pregame show of how it would look if the season ended tonight. And that would put Anahuac against Diboll. And I would only assume that if it stays that way, that game will be played in and around Cleveland.
Which is not bad for Anahuac. It's not a very far drive.
Definitely not. Cleveland's got good Wi-Fi too, so we can do a good stream from there.
Yeah. They got a nice stadium as well.
And Terry Fortenberry with her donation also says, congratulations to the Lady Panthers 9th grade volleyball team going undefeated and being district champions. Congratulations to the freshman volleyball team. Mahathey shotgun. 3rd and 8. Looking to pass. Gets swallowed up from behind. For the quarterback sack is number 24, Caden Hampton. And Hampton adding another sack to his 2021 campaign.
Well, number 24 came through when we needed.
Clock continuing to run, approaching 2 minutes now left in the football game. 4th and 10, and Wildcat will punt it away here. Snap is back. Flags on the play. Looks like Anahuac may have jumped off sides on that one. Punt falls just short of the 40, or at the 41, and touched dead by the Wildcats. And we'll see what the flag is.
I'm sure they'll talk about it for about 5 minutes.
That's the going rate tonight. Still 34-27 in Winnie. So top of the 8, no outs, 1-0 to Diaz. Diaz swings on foul.
Looks like the Panthers offense got a fresh set of backs. Number 3 Sierra and 44 Dye.
And definitely giving some of these younger players some time before they go into the playoffs. And as we get the 1-1 to Diaz, it is low and inside for a ball. And that penalty is against Anahuac. That will back them up a little bit. And they will start at 1st down and 10 from their own 40.
What?
So Diaz swings on, pops it up, and it falls. Base hit. A little confusion there in left field between the shortstop and the left fielder. So pitch. I didn't see the number.
Looks like number 3 Sierra.
So Hector Sierra trying to shake off the jitters. But nonetheless, Kirbyville able to get in the backfield, loss of 4. And there we go again on the spot for myself. So 2nd and 13.
Looks like the Panthers may run one more play and then we should be in victory formation.
Definitely that. Approaching 1 minute now left in the ball game. So top of the 8, no outs, 1 on.
Oh, we're already in victory.
They'll have to do at least one more. Kneel down. So Castro up to bat. In the dirt, ball 1. And one more kneel down will seal the deal here in Anahuac. And that will do it. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back here with the post-game show, giving you updates from around the area as Anahuac comes up big against Kirbyville. And they improved their record to 7-2 overall with a victory of 51-27. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back after a few short messages. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with the post-game show, and me and Cullen will analyze the game and go over a few things as we move forward to the last district game in Woodville next week. So stick around, and we appreciate everybody joining us. We'll be back right here after this in 2 minutes on Anahuac Sports Live.
Go Panthers.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Texas Farm Bureau postgame show. Trent Hart, Cullen Henneke here, where we have gone final, and the Anahuac Panthers have beaten the Kirbyville Wildcats 51-27. Cullen, the Panthers pretty much came out here and dominated most of the game, but Kirbyville just would not go away. They knew what was on the line tonight. They knew that they had to win this game to have a shot at going into the playoffs, and they definitely fought really hard and put up a good game against this very good Anahuac Panther football team.
Yeah, and I mean it's a tough game for Anahuac coming in. You know, you're 6-2. You're the team that should win, but then again, you're playing against a team that's fighting for a playoff spot. Anahuac's already in the playoffs, so the mental concept is, well, we just got to do enough just to beat them. But we came out, we established the running game, we were able to complete some passes. Our defense, for the most part, did a pretty good job. There was a couple of times we couldn't get that edge, and they'd seal the edge, and then next thing you know, Alfred, number 9, he's taking it to the house. So, but other than that, altogether, it was a pretty good game. Just like I said at the beginning, we got to do a better job cleaning up these penalties. That's going to kill us. And if we play Woodville next week, we can't afford to have these knucklehead penalties.
Well, and, going up against a Woodville team that is very, very good. Last year, the Woodville Eagles going further than any District 10 3A team last year. And, got most of those players back. So they are a very athletic and good football team. And you're going to expect for us to travel up there all the way north in the Piney Woods, that Woodville is definitely going to give this Panther football team all that they can handle. Not entirely sure. we're going to try and be there next week. There is another service that will be covering that game. I'm going to keep my mouth shut on it for now. But Anahuac Sports Live is definitely going to do what it can to be there for the last district football game, as it has gone final in East Chambers, and the Woodville Eagles come out on top 34-27.
Yeah, Trent, and it was 27-13 at the half. So Woodville just pretty much came into the second half and just shut East Chambers down. And as much as we wanted Woodville to beat East Chambers, it's going to be a tough game for the Panthers next week traveling to Woodville.
Well, that like I said, it has huge implications on this district. Woodville is now comfortably sitting in first place, and East Chambers is sitting in second place because they did beat Anahuac a couple of weeks ago. So in order for Anahuac to even have a chance at the district title, they'd have to beat Woodville by 21 points or more.
Yes, and I mean, it's, with the Panther offense, I mean, we put up 51 points. We scored a lot of points this season.
They have.
So we can do that. It's just I keep going back to these mental mistakes that we're making on offense and defense with the penalties. Landon Corbett had a really long, tough run for a touchdown to get called back because of a penalty on the offense, and it was a penalty that wasn't even near the play. So if we can clean that up and play good defensive football, I think we have a chance to go to Woodville and steal a win.
Well, penalties have definitely been a thorn in the Panther football side, and we've talked about it for the last few years now. And it's mostly come on the offensive side of the football. The front, the offensive front, as much as they have improved with the blocking and open up holes for Sanchez and Corbett, they still have the tendency to draw the yellow flag out of the referee's pockets, and that's something that they're definitely going to have to focus on here going into that game against Woodville, because to beat that Woodville team, they're going to have to play mistake-free football. Yeah. And to try and win their first by-district football game since 2010, they're going to have to do the same exact thing.
Yeah, you're right. But the one thing I can say about the offensive line, aside the penalties and all, they are a mean group of boys. Like, they're going to go and they're going to mix it up. They love to see their running backs get over 100 yards and score as many touchdowns as possible. So they just got to learn how to keep their heads in tight ball games so we don't have those crucial penalties at a crucial point in the game.
Absolutely. A couple of updates before we come to a close here in Anahuac. Again, the final in Winnie, Woodville upsetting East Chambers 34-27. That will definitely propel Woodville in the standings as far as the computers go. Not necessarily in the AP or the Texas high school football ratings, but definitely the computer rating will push them into probably the top 15 in the state. A couple of other finals. Dayton, put up a good fight against Barbers Hill, but not enough as Barbers Hill takes it 22-19. Final in Hardin against Silsbee. Silsbee taking care of business 49-28. A very close game in Liberty. Bridge City edging out the Panthers of Liberty 21-20. Still going in Hardin as it was their homecoming there in Hardin, and Hardin leading Cleveland 28-8. Of course, expecting Newton to take care of business there in Hemp Hill 52-22. Some other scores around the area. Yoakum leading Hitchcock 37-20 with under a minute left in the fourth quarter. Some finals as I look through here, it's scrolling. Sharpstown all over Houston Northside, destroying them 68-0. Hull Zeta all over High Island 46-0. A tight game in Koontz tonight as New Waverly gets over on the lines 27-26. looking for that North Shore game. And there it is, as number 8 North Shore beats number 5 Atascocita 31-21. And I'm not sure if I see any other pretty close games from around the area, but nonetheless, Cullen, as we go into next week, the final game of the regular season for the Panthers, is there anything else outside of what we've already talked about besides the penalties, and basically playing mistake-free football? What else are they going to have to do next week to get over on Woodville?
For me personally, I think it's preparation. We won tonight. That's good. Come Monday, we got to erase this win from our minds. We got to concentrate on Woodville. We got to have a good practice, keep everybody healthy, and just have the mental mindset that we got to focus and we got to go in there and we got to take care of business and eliminate, mistakes.
Absolutely. And, one thing that the Anahuac Panthers have been able to do is stay healthy this season. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
But, well, with that said, that is going to do it for the Texas Farm Bureau post-game show. Cullen, I want to say it was a pleasure having you up here in the booth with us here tonight. Thank you so much for filling in. Really appreciate all that you do for Anahuac ISD and being a supporter of Anahuac Sports Live.
Well, I appreciate it, Trent. Thank you for having me.
Again, our final here in Anahuac, the Panthers get over on the Wildcats 51-27. And for Cullen Henneke and Blake Ferguson up above us, I'm Trent Hart. You've been watching Anahuac Sports Live. Good night, everybody.